sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including this beautiful ice wall, baby. And we got some developing news. Cowboys trending up, by the way. We're not trending down, we're trending up. Offense A-1, just make the move for defense now. Slow feet, don't eat. Come on with it. Mama said that there will be days literally just like this. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. To the window, to the wall, till the sun drops down. Oh, come on, baby.
Ready? Run from it.
Destiny. This arrives all the same. Pull a string and I wink at you. Mad Max requests. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. Stand tall or not at all. Come on, baby. If one thing we all adore, something worth dying for. Come on with it. It's nothing but pain. We stuck in this game, searching for Max and fortunate fate. All right. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and
take the money out, all of it. Come on. Come on.
one. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Come on, Johnny, Thaddeus, Steven, I see you. Blue, 42, Blue. I see you, Blue. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for rocking with the nation. We did, 2 videos this morning, and we're going to do this live stream. Got a pat on the back, and people's like, hey, when you going to go live, Lord? Now, we will be live later on with Cowboys Collective. But this urgent news that's around the corner is the Max news. You know, say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do. But one of the things that we must consider and we must look at will be to contextualize these things, that we need help as it relates to defense. We are still ranked 32nd in the National Football League on defense, right? So that means there's not just one team, not just 2, not just 3, not just 4, not just 10, not just 20, not just 30, but 31 teams better than us on defense. Now, it gonna cost us a little money. Now, this is what we always been up against, baby. We always been up against using the Cowboys name. Where my shame button at, man? Shame. For attention.
Shame.
Every agent do it.
Shame.
Every agent do it.
Shame.
Every agent do it. When are we doing the Super Friends? Super Friends was scheduled for Wednesday, right? Wednesday is when the Super Friends is scheduled for. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys, when we start looking at everything and we start seeing the way we are operating, the way we are moving, the way everything is going as it relates to this particular team, We can need some little resurgence. We can need some little help here and there, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate you, Michael. I'm letting the room fill up because I know some people not getting their notifications for the nation. But with that being said, without hesitations nor deviations, let me give you guys the news that was broken about 3.5 hours ago, and we're going to talk about this. This is a situation and scenario that the breaking news was the Cowboys have reached out to the Raiders for a potential trade for Max Crosby per Wingo. And this will make Dallas an instant Super Bowl contender. This is from Dove. Here's the other thing. As we began to talk about this and as things develop and update, guess who started to follow a gang of content creators on Instagram? Guess who? Max, you gonna do this to me? You following folks on Instagram? So where's there's smoke, there's fire, baby. And the Cowboys, I'm telling y'all, and one thing I'm gonna tell you too, he do have a podcast. So I don't want to hit nothing about podcast Crosby when he get here. You know, I don't want to hear about none of that. You know, let the brother have a podcast. You know, but at the end of the day, I know where we are looking at. We are looking at this saying, Cowboys, don't do me like this now. Please don't do us like this, man. We don't deserve to be treated like this, Cowboy Nation. We don't deserve to be teased. And no man on this planet love to be teased. Right? You know, just teased all day. Now, I get if you get teased and you still get the outcome that you want, right? Pause if necessary. But if you've been teased and you don't get the outcome that you want, then that's a problem. But what I'm looking at collectively is we know for sure Donovan Ezeraku, I like what he can bring to the table, by the way. I like the fact that now Dante Fowler coming around the corner here and there, right? But even though, you know, it could be neither here nor there, and old man Jadeveon Clowney getting his football legs up under him, that's cool, right? Who else we missing out? James Houston. Marshawn Nealons, you know, all of those boys. I'm just looking to help, right? And what we trying to help out with is we trying to be a better team. I know for sure we got to play keep away. The Eagles are out there trying to pull up Old Man River, bringing back Brandon Graham, you know, and all of this stuff. So we got to have a counter too. And we're seeing, even though the Giants lost last week, they on a momentum swing upwards too. They trending upwards as well. So yeah. Johnny says Law. He needs a Law Nation neck tattoo. Oh my gosh. Hey. Some people have neck tattoos. We talk about them. Some people we say, hey, we're gonna leave that fella alone. And he's one of them folks now. He's one of them folks. I'm gonna say, hey, man, hey, he got a neck tattoo. I'm just gonna leave him alone. But Max Crosby is 6'5", 255. He's only 28. He's only 28. So he's about 2 years older than Michael Parsons. Ooh, did I say that name out loud? But what I'm saying is that I want the results. I want these type of things here. And if we can squeeze them and get them here, that will be a plus for us, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about your depths. Nobody cares about your okay, and here we go right here. Look, my insiders insiding a lot of things. All right, so far here's the list, because I was gonna break this down right quick. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I was gonna break down this right here of what Max Crosby has done in his career or what have you. 63.5 total tackle, 394 solos, 251 tackles for loss, 115, and he's mean. But we do have some more developing news, is that these are the guys that he began to follow. Let me pull up my my Twitter right quick. All right. Yeah. Let me hurry and get off of that, because sometimes you pull up Twitter. Boy, I pulled up Twitter wall right there, boy. Woo! You know, sometimes you pull up Twitter, you just never know what's going to be on their screen. But neither here nor there. These are the guys that Max Crosby has followed. He started to follow Dak Prescott. He has now followed Jake Ferguson, Jadeveon Clowney, Samuel L., not Jackson, but Williams, Sam Williams. He started following Trayvon Diggs. He followed Jalen Tolbert. Now, come on, man. I'm just playing. He started to follow Dante Fowler. Now he started to follow Malik Hooker. So these are good things. These are good things. So with that being said, let's see what can happen. Let me text my insider source on this. Hold on right quick. Yeah. Hold on right quick, because this is really good. You know, hold on. I gotta put my glasses on right quick while y'all marinate with that information right quick. Let me see. Hit up these guys and let me know what's up. And let me know what's up. Okay, hold on. What's up? What's up? Boom. Yeah. See, that's the power of the nation right there, baby. Yeah, so come on, Law. Leave Mobile Alabama native Jalen Tolbert, Shamar James, and Sam Williams alone. Okay. Mobile. Alabama. Roll Tide. If Jalen Tolbert would have went to Roll Tide, or if Jalen Tolbert would have went to Ole Miss, Mississippi State, boy, he'd had a little bit more of it in him. You know, he got some of it in him, but he would have had a little bit more if he'd have hit up. Yeah. Appreciate you, Unlucky. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah.
Unlucky $20. Law Nation Sports saluting face.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Y'all keep it up. And I did have the list. Yeah, Mobile, Alabama. Yeah. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, how y'all feeling? Do y'all think that this could be a real situation? I hate to leave y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? And here's the good thing about this list while I get back over here. I was just informed that, today, by the way, is an off day for the players. So we would know something, man, you know. And boom, yeah. Yeah, we would know something. Terrence, he said, do you know to get Crosby, can't have both Pickens or Crosby? No. We got to stop that. Because all other teams, they can get multitudes of people. And keep this in mind. If we have $30 million available to spend, that means that we have enough money to sign at least 3 powerhouse contracts. It's not like the $30 million you're going to give it all to one player, by the way. The $30 million, and then we're going to have literally roll over all of the new money that's coming in. $111 billion from Amazon and beyond. Don't y'all know that the NFL finna get a 17 to I think it's $30 billion from Netflix? So the salary cap is going to increase. Yeah. So we had enough money to pay $40 million for Parsons. Yeah. Crosby would be cheaper than Parsons. Yeah. And you can literally look, there's nobody else we have to pay. Now, if George Pickens fool around and say, hey, you know what? I want max extreme dollar amount. I want more than CD Lamb. Then I can give you that, you know. Trill says, did he just follow all of them today? Majority of them. I can't confirm nor deny on Dak Prescott, but I can confirm that he followed Jalen Tolbert today. Crosby ain't asked for no 42 mil. He ain't asked for podcast Crosby. Yeah, we talking Cowboys. Hey, man, it's not about what we want. I feel you, man. Beat me up. If Crosby don't come here, blame me then. Sure. He be like, man, that guy Law Nation, I don't want to play too terrible that all of a sudden he don't come. All of a sudden I don't want to be here anymore. I get all of that. But overall, let's look into some film if possible. We can look into some film and see what he's able to do. Acho had conjure up some film together, and we're going to talk about that. But I'd like to appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes and beyond. Let's go with it. Appreciate y'all. And let me know if y'all can hear this.
Cowboys do whatever it takes to go get Max Crosby immediately, because what the hell was this? My dog got off the ball so fast, jumped over a man while getting blocked by another man. Watch this. Literally just watch this. This is absolutely insane. Maybe 2 players in the NFL can do this. Gets off the ball that fast.
Man.
And, the reckless abandon that he played.
Man, that is what I need right here, man. Oh, look, let's watch this again from this part.
Cowboys do whatever it takes to go get Max Crosby immediately, because what the hell was this? My dog got off the ball so fast, jumped over a man while getting blocked by another man. Watch this.
Hey, when you have Crosby on your team, and I'm not trying to, speak him up so glowingly that the Eagles say, F it, we give up 3 first-round draft picks for him. I'm not saying that I want – if the Eagles do that, then they just foolish anyway. But neither here nor there. This is a 2-man race, I believe. Yeah, 2-man race. And that's right, Sadiq, appreciate you for jumping in. A 2-man race for the NFC East. It's back to the standard, baby. Cowboys, Eagles. 2-man race. I'm going to bring that up tomorrow on Super Friends. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up. It's a 2-man race, and I'm trying to get in first place.
Literally just watch this. This is absolutely insane. Maybe 2 players in the NFL can do this. Gets off the ball that fast. And, the reckless abandon that he plays with on every single play. Cowboys don't have no defender playing with that kind of effort right now. But it gets better, y'all. Right here, they're going to try to chip Max Crosby with this tight end. There goes Max. Going to try to chip him. Doesn't matter. Watch his acceleration right there.
Yeah. Bam!
Right, acceleration.
Yeah.
I need that. And then my favorite thing about Max, here's another sack right here. He actually has pass rush moves. 2-hand swipe, get the hand off.
Get off me.
Follows up the 2-hand swipe with a dip rip, and then tries to chop at the ball to force a fumble. Peep this right here. He's trying to force a fumble.
That's a young quarterback. You can tell one read, too.
He just wants the sack. He wants a game-changing play.
Yeah.
He doesn't just have effort sacks, so he plays with incredible effort. He actually has pass rush moves. Boom, shows a hand. Sees if the offensive lineman's going to shoot his hands. He doesn't. Offensive lineman shoots his hands. Watch that 2-hand swipe.
Disengage.
Right there. Finish the 2-hand swipe with the dip rip. Then after you go with the dip rip,
bam,
get the ball out. Max Crosby is a freak type of player.
Well, shout out to you, Acho, for breaking that down, even though, you worked for the Cowboys for a spell and you played for the damn Eagles and all of this stuff. So you trying to help us out. You know what I'm saying? I like that. So I truly believe the movement should be Max, and the request should be that, Cowboy Nation. And if you are in that moment and you are nervous right now, you have a lot of anxieties about, like, is this really going to work? Is this going to work out for us? And you pacing the floor and you sitting here saying, man, we got to go to Broncos land and then we got to come back, I believe. And do we play the Raiders? What? Do we play the – let me pull up my schedule right quick. Hold on. I don't have my schedule memorized no more. Hold on. Don't y'all tell me yet. It's week 7. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second here. We got to play. Where my Cowboys at? Where my dang gonna schedule at? All right, hold on. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Don't y'all tell me what the schedule is gonna be. Here we go, right here. We got Denver, Arizona, and then the Raiders. But the problem is that the Raiders is on November. It's a cardinal rule, basically, is that you don't want to help the team that you got to face down the line, right? And the problem is the trade deadline is November. It's November the 4th. The trade deadline is November the 4th, meaning that that's a day after, or right after Arizona. So let me see how we can maneuver this over, and because normally teams can be looking at it like, man, we don't want to look crazily. They 2-5. It's not like, all right, so we only won one more game than them, right? So they could be like, nah, we don't want to be able to do anything. But when I look at this, look, they got a bye week, which is going to be damaging for us, right? Because we wanted them to lose again this week so they could be sitting there saying, you know what, F it, man, let's get some draft picks going, you know. So they got Jacksonville, Denver, and then us. The deadline is right before their Denver game. So they got a bye week. Max can literally, if they come to like in the terms of an agreement, Max literally, and it got to be done by today, right? How the NFL rulings could be. If the Cowboys trade for Max by the end of business day, he'll be able to play for us this weekend. Just sign the check over and be ready, because practice starts tomorrow, right? So, I mean, he'll miss out on the bye week, but we haven't hit our bye week yet. Yeah. But they might give him a favor and have these negotiation talk through the bye week. If this is a real tangible thing, if this is a real thing that Max Crosby with the silver and blue and the star on the side of his helmet, it'll be no later than next week. If it's a real thing. If this is a real thing, it'll be literally no later than next week. So we'll find out. And I'm hearing people comparing Max to Micah, two different guys, man. Max is like 6'5", 255 in stature, right? So when you look at Parsons, he's like 6'2 and a half, 6'3", 240-ish. So you're talking about a difference of height and measurables of width and size. Max is a bigger guy. Now, not to say that that's to take away from Micah when he was here, but you know, let's be real. He was here. We drafted Micah to be a linebacker. Unfortunately, that part didn't work, right? So I'm just looking at this all together. I think that the Cowboys could utilize the services here. And if we were to move on from the notion of picking up a Max, the Cowboys could be entertaining the Jets. The trade deadlines being mentioned, including a Breece Hall. Yeah. Quincy Williams. It ain't Quincy Williams unless he misspelled or misspoken. Jermaine Johnson. Now, he'll be like the off-brand version of what we can get off of a Max Crosby, a Will McDonald, another off-brand version, off-brand version of what we can get out of these guys. But we can get this done. In the words of my brother from another mother, and I'm going to bring this up one more time because we talked about this yesterday. Shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports, Boss Show Me, for snipping this. But this is what Boss said.
Chat, I ain't going to lie. Them picks, nigga, I'm not going to hold you. Yeah. And boy, I ain't never been bumped them picks guy.
Never.
I never been bumped them picks guy because I make a lot of money in draft season and I'm on the Dallas Cowboys draft show, which is a prestigious honor. And I'm trying to win an Emmy over there. I ain't going to lie to you, right? So I kind of got excited about draft season being kind of lit a little bit. Bro, I care, and sisters, because I got women watching my channel too, because we lit over here, and sisters too, bros and sis. I don't care nothing about them picks no more, bro.
Yes. So look, let's not care about these picks. I care about the W. We can climb up out of that hole for next year. Look, if getting Max Crosby and paying for Pickens set us back from making any other moves for the next 2 years, so be it. And hey, and if you got anxieties about all of that and you worried about all of that, let me tell you something, man. Real talk. If you feeling some type of way about that, let me say this. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. Let's stay in control of your odor. That's Mando. Appreciate you so much for your support, Cowboy Nation. Big fan of both of you guys. But come on, let's be honest. There's no way that one player we can trade for can save this defense.
It's an evil world we live in.
1758 game. I would like to see it versus say it can't happen. In 1994, there was one player, and I know that we were not really into that wheelhouse of saying one player, but that was one player that tilted the scale of whether or not the 49ers would be able to win against us. And his name was Deion Sanders. I'm not saying that Max is a Deion Sanders kind of caliber, but one player can tilt the scale. And if they didn't have Deion, even with Barry Switzer, we win that game, we win the Super Bowl. Probably go into being the first team in NFL history to win 4 consecutive Super Bowls. One can argue 5 if you go into the year of 1995. Now, I know that's many years ago, but one player do, and one player can change, because when you're talking about edge rusher, here's what you got to contextualize. If you have a Max Crosby, that means that the one-on-ones for Osa would be prominent, right? And there's no more double teams to my guy, Kenny Clark, because you can line Max Crosby and Kenny Clark on the same side. Who you double teaming, right? And if that right side, if the quarterback trying to get the ball out is going to have to be really quick, you can take your weakest DB, and if that ball got to get out within 1 to 2 seconds, he can sit on routes. There's no DB outside of a selective few that can carry and trail and follow for 4 to 5 seconds. What we're we talking about is a game of seconds. Seconds is what we're looking at. Put it like this: even though in 2021, and I'm gonna bring this home. And he says 1758. He says
1758 game $5. Please do not compare this current defense with the 1994 defense that was a top 10 defense without Deion.
I give you that, but I'm telling you, you said one player. But if you want to move the goalpost, All right, what one player, let me challenge you, 1758. What was one player in 2021 tilted the scale and changed the defense for the Cowboys in 2021? And what were they previously? What was the one player in 2021 change and tilt the scale of that defense? Because everybody else was completely the same. Can you name me that one player? I need to know, in 2021, what was that one player that tilted the scale and changed the tone and the mindset of the defense? Let me know. Let me know in the chat, Cowboy Nation, because that year before, it was historically bad. So what was that one player? Okay, good. So are we doing the multitudes of power of one? And I get it. We can all talk about how bad and how terrible this defense is. But if you look at what, and you got me campaigning for Matt Eberflus now. You got me campaigning and talking about Matthew Eberflus. He came into this game of coaching without his weapons. His mindset that he was going to have. He was going to have Parsons, right? And he was gone. Granted, that's spilled milk. That changes the whole way of you going to approach the team. Law, do you have any truth to this? Yes. There was one player last season that changed everything for Mike Zim. One player. That one player, believe it or not, was Sam Williams even last year. Because by him going out and being hurt, and y'all can fight me if you want to, and I'm not picking at you, 1758 Gaming, because you just want to be objective with your approach. But Sam Williams, by him being hurt last season, Mike Zim spoke openly and said, I had to change 75% of my defensive strategy and playbook because I had something that I was going to try to present. And by Sam Williams being hurt last season, let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying in the chat. So if we were to look at it from that aspect, if Sam Williams counted for 75% of what Mike Zim was going to do, granted, let's move a player away from that. And if we were to say to ourselves, and I'm not trying to campaign for Matt Eberflus, by the way, but if we to equate just the numbers, if Sam Williams counted for 75% of what Mike Zim wanted to do in his defense last season, transfer that mindset to this season, how much percentage of the defense by Micah Parsons not being here alter the mindset of Matt Eberflus? I want to know, do y'all think it was more than 75% or less than 75%? I need to know. I just want to know. Yeah. Ben S. says Amari Cooper changed our offense a few years ago. Yeah. One player can help you out. And I'm not saying that, hey, and this is what I don't want people to say or to contextualize, that we lose all hope if we don't get Max Crosby, because there's still a Jeffrey Simmons, right, that you can go out there and get, right, who would be just as valuable as a Max Crosby, right? There's still a Roquan Smith that you can probably shoot a shot at and say, hey, even though he got hamstring issues, you can put him on ice and say, hey, look, at the tip of November, bring him on in. Horace says less than 75%. But I'm just saying, though, Zim is a way better defensive coordinator than Eberflus. I agree. But I'm just saying the power of one, Hey, I remember in 98, hey, there was one player, because the year before, the damn Vikings were terrible. They went and got one player, and where everybody was put on notice. Yeah, and his name was Randy Moss. Yeah, and we picked up Greg Ellis. Can you imagine if the Cowboys were to go get Randy opposed to Greg Ellis, who, by the way, Greg Ellis, I think, is third all-time in sack records for the Dallas Cowboys. He wasn't chopped liver, but it just goes to show you that one player can help change your mindset. And granted, I want this team to be successful just like anything else. But, I got to play this one more time to change your mind with all of this, Cowboy Nation. If you feeling anxieties and you feeling nervous and you worried about a lot of things, I got to hit y'all with this right here, Cowboy Nation. Come on with it. Life been a little crazy lately. One thing that helped me unwind, cornbread hemp, CBD gummies. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve stress, aches, and discomfort? Cornbread hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation for the nation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and the most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort and stress. So right now, Law Nation listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/law and use code LAW at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/law and use the code LAW. Let's get it. No doubt, and be sure when you utilizing and using that product, you got to be 21 years or older. And if you're going through anything as far as anxieties, issues on sleeping, give it a shot and get 30% off when you use promo code LAW. So I want to get y'all in that mood before we open up the phone lines, because I want to know, and we want to use this because it's Tuesday. We still going to talk about a little later on today on the collectives of reviewing what we did right against the Washington team, right? And when I say all of that, tomorrow we're going to tune in to like what we need to do against the Denver Broncos. And this week as well, I want to pull this up while I got it on my mind. This week, I got the guy that's responsible for me falling in love with the Cowboys, and his name is Everson Walls. This week we will be having him in the building at Cowboys and Chill, Smoke Chemistry, Social. It will be 1003 North Collins Street in Arlington. We will have Everson Walls in the building, and he is the reason why I'm a Cowboy fan. He's the reason why I wore 24 and these sorts of things. If I were to wear anybody's jersey, because I don't wear other people's jerseys with other names on me, it'll be him, you know. And shout out, kudos and credence to him. We will be able to ask him about Trayvon Diggs, and especially about possibly Max Crosby or whoever we need to ask about. And then y'all take it light on Clarence, because Clarence be taking it personal. Clarence be taking it personal, but y'all got onto Clarence's feelings. So every time we somewhere together, he pulled me to the side and say, "Hey, Law, can you tell all of the fans to leave me alone, please, man?" I said, "Well, wait a minute, you know." Wait a minute, Claire. I thought you'd be able to stand tall with it in all of these things, but y'all let off the old OG, you know, leave Clarence alone. Y'all know how he get down, you know. But we'll be live on Thursday night at 7:30, and for those who want to come out, get autographs and beyond, don't meet us there, beat us there. And if you're looking for any good food out there, try the lamb chops. And if not, try the oxtail egg rolls. Oxtail egg rolls go hard. And I do the lamb chops and those mashed potatoes. That tastes good too. So yeah. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Crosby jerseys being made as we speak. Yes indeed. All right, Cowboy Nation. On a scale of 1 to 98, because that's Crosby's number, how do y'all feel will he be here in the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet? You know, yes, and tenderized, I can't say that. That Philly, come on. But hey, I got the Giants winning this week. I can tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I got the Giants beating the Philly. Yeah. Yes, indeed. On a scale of 1 to 98, while we get into this next commercial break, Let's get things moving and grooving. Big Amish says 9-8 for the 9-8. Gotta sell 1 million copies. Come on with it. Yeah. All right, so let's go, Cowboy Nation. And before we go into any other 3 Seabass, somebody gonna put down 1. Camo put down 0. But let's get this going the best way possible. If you driving through Dallas and somebody rear end you, T-bone you, or at the end of the day, run you off the road, right? And all of those crazy things, man, a negative 98J. Come on, man, you gonna do this to me? Let me check my messages right quick. Hold on. Okay, getting the scoop now. He's been following him. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Good. Before we go any further, man, reach out to our partners, man.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214 or 817 and all of the 3s. You can dial, backed by a combined of 100 years of experiences. Now, I know it's Halloween season. These are not Count Draculas, but these are Frenkel and Frenkel, personal injury lawyers. And if you can't dial that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com. And on top of that, these boys know the terrain. They know the alleyways of Dallas. So if you're in Dallas and if you need to lawyer up, reach out to our partners, man. Yes, indeed. DC for life. Come on with it. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Come on with it. I don't need a lawyer, Law. Timothy, come on, man, get you one of these lawyers, man. I got from the 214, Darius. You're live on the Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury hotline for your mind. Talk to me, man.
Law, what's happening with you, man?
Man.
If I could do like a field session for about Dak, I would, but of course I'm gonna leave that to our creators. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a verbal film session.
Okay.
And because I play receiver.
Okay.
Not that I'm like a film session guy. I used to fall asleep, in the film room, doze off from time to time. So by no means am I a film session guy, but I know what I'm looking at. Law, do you remember when you used to say that I'm gonna put a name to, because I know I've been big up and showing a lot of love to Dak. I'm gonna put a name to the shit that I'm talking about versus what I have been seeing versus what I used to see. Law, case in point. Do you remember you used to say, man, Dak play like he in the car with mom and them's?
Oh, I love that analogy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm finna get all the way in my bag.
Get in there.
You remember you used to say that?
Yeah.
You used to also the OC used to say Dak playing like he has a governor on him. You remember the OC used to say that? Okay. Do you remember used to say if you ever see Dak with the sweaty face with the deer in the headlights look?
Yeah, the sweat. Yeah, when I see the sweat, I know we're gonna have a long day, man, or night when I see Dak sweat. Yeah.
There was also a few of those games to where Dak would throw passes to the bleachers, not on purpose. He wasn't trying to do like intentional grounding. He literally tried to hit the receiver, but he threw it to the bleachers. It used to be times to where he would do the same thing, but he would throw balls in the dirt, not on purpose, not intentional grounding, but he was trying to hit the receiver, but hit the dirt. He didn't try to do that on purpose. No. It used to also be times to where Dak Prescott play like quote unquote MVP Dak.
Right.
We used to beat up on the Giants when they was bad. We used to beat up on the Commanders when they was bad. We used to beat up on the Patriots when they was bad. Teams of that nature. But when we used to go up against teams like the Packers and the 49ers, you wouldn't see the same version of that. I'm going to ask you this question, Long. Have you seen any of that?
Hey, man, your audio is going in and out, man. You could be where you're located at, but I could pick up where you left off at, bro, because your audio done.
So, damn.
Yeah.
Boy, my phone trying to trip out on. But I'm gonna say this: could you say any of that? Could you say any of those points that I did say? About this year.
Yeah, I can definitely pick up where you left off at. Yeah, Darius. Yeah. I hate to do it to my guy. Yeah. But he had some coins. I'm going to get them coins from him. Yes, Dak Prescott used to play like, you got moms and them in the car. And regardless, I love, and I'm telling you, I love my mom. But when we was in the car together, man, you had to have, you can't have one hand on the steering wheel. You had to have the both hands there, and you had to be pushed all the way up. And you can't just get over into the next lane without using the turning signal. You can't drive fast, and you can't drive too slow. And it was like, God, dog, let me just look. Mom, I'm going to the store. I got you. Whatever you need, I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, call you when I get to the store, And when we first started driving, we didn't have cell phones and all of that stuff. So we'd be like, nah, Mom, you can stay at the house. Just you give me what you need from Walmart or from Piggly Wiggly, and I'll get it. Because when you driving, when you got your mom on the passenger side, it's just so much stress out of it all. And then you can pull out, did you look left? You be like, wait a minute, I did, And what he is saying is that Dak Prescott played timid, even though he knew what he needed to do. I can say this. When you look at Kellen Moore's system and philosophy, because he was there for the majority of the newness of Dak Prescott, keep in mind, Kellen Moore was here since 2016. He was granted the position in 2018 as the quarterback coach, and then ultimately he was granted the role of play calling in 2019. So it's not like Dak was a seasonal vet. You talking about going into his third season, you have somebody wet behind the ear trying to learn on the job. And if you got two people learning at the same time, you're going to have these levels of, hear me out, inconsistency. Football been around for a long time, not a short time. And you need to have wisdom and understanding and concepts and the reason why you do a certain thing. Shout out to my guy, Skywalker, who said last season, the year before that, is that the Cowboys need to dribble with a purpose, meaning running with a purpose. Well, we ran the ball back in those times only to fill a quota. And I know there's a long-winded response, but now we're seeing that Dak Prescott got full command, full control, full autonomy of this particular playbook and what they're trying to do. And if it don't check out right, at least he have an escape hatch valve to put the ball in Javonte Williams' belly, or he have the opportunity to check out of it and go to George Pickens when there's one-on-one coverage there. Or if it's a sea of guys on CeeDee Lamb, he can alter it and move CeeDee Lamb to the other side of the field. So those are things that we've been looking for a long time. And we were not privileged to have it, right? And that's just one of the things there. So I'm glad that we now seeing the fullness of Dak Prescott with that, and it's good to see, Cowboy Nation, to a point that even he got, and I said this earlier today, that he even got Colin Cowherds of the world tuning in to what he's looking like. Let me see.
Tell me how great Dak Prescott was. I'm like, B plus quarterback. I saw this morning he's 9th in MVP odds. That's insane. He's got to be near the top. In his last 4 games, he's thrown for over 1,000 yards, He can only win one way, and everybody knows it. He's got 14 touchdowns and no picks. He is so composed in the pocket. He doesn't get frenetic because the O-line for Dallas right now is mid. It's okay. So he faces real pressure all the time. The Cowboys pass blocking, folks, is rated 30th, and Dak was big and in control. Everybody used to tell me how.
Yeah. So finally, even the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder Colin Cowherds of the world are seeing what we're seeing. Here's the other thing. Now, are you guys reporting that this is a no deal for far as Max Crosby? Somebody said Brian Broaddus, what did he say? Do I need to go to his tweet or Twitter account and see what he is saying? Shout out to Brian Broaddus, by the way. Let me pull up his account. And I did read what Clarence Hill had to say. And what I've noticed is that a lot of these folks and individuals are guessing too, by the way. You know, a lot of these folks are guessing because the same people that said, don't worry about this deal is going to get done. And I'm talking about Michael Parsons. Y'all remember that? Don't worry, Cowboy Nation. The deal is going to get done. Jerry going to sign these guys anyway. Jerry always fold. Well, we didn't see any videos of them saying, damn, I was wrong, you know. So at the end of the day, regardless of what people say, Jerry Jones can control this narrative and say, hey, I'm going to get him. And I don't think that for a reason that there will be any mishaps with that. I got from the 979, DP, you're live on the line. Talk to me.
What's going down low? Appreciate it as always. Letting me get a chance to speak on your live. How real do you think this Max Crosby thing is to Dallas? In your honest opinion.
In my opinion, when there's smoke, there's fire, right? And one thing I don't want to know here, I like when teams make trades out of the blue. You wake up one day, you look at your phone, you be like, damn. I hate, with all capital letters, the way we trade at times, because what we do is we will dangle the carrot in front of us, right? And if even by free agent players, right? Because we do know the game. They try to take advantages of the old senior citizen Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, right? And they use the Cowboys name so that they can get clicks and views, rage bait, click bait, all of the baits. They do it. So I'm sitting here like the only thing that I can go off of is my natural instincts, and that is watching who Crosby follow. He followed a few Cowboys content creators on Instagram, and he followed several players. So there's got to be a little smoke in this, right? So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be fire, but it's a little smoke in my opinion.
Right, and I guess from the things that you just mentioned is why I'm not very optimistic about this being real, because like I said, they love to use the Cowboys as a way, as a marketing tool.
Right.
So, but I don't know. Just like Jerry, the man ain't got no excuses. He got 4 first-round picks. What they sit number 2 as far as salary cap. So I'm the same way to everybody. Like, man, like the hell with them picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if Jerry and Steven, if they truly want to win, and Jerry, now he's pulling this whole narrative of, oh, they just got to win for Dak Prescott, which that just came out of the blue, out of nowhere. And if that's really what he's trying to do, then, like I said, he'd be on the phone right now trying to make deals. Like he done made some deals a long time ago. It's none of this waiting until, I don't know, things get bad or get worse for him to be like, okay, all right, let me go make a move now. So DP, what I'm saying is that what are traditions? What are philosophies? Those are things that you consistently do, right? Yes, sir.
So if they truly believe that putting raisins in the potato salad is a good thing, it's just for us to let them know, like, hey man, don't you see us spitting this? Potato salad is good, but why you got the damn raisins in there? And that's what we're trying to tell the Joneses is that, hey, we got a good thing going. I do believe that you can build through the draft. But you got to add in some other things and take out a few things. Take out the raisins, man.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's just for what it is. The bloodline of the Cowboys will be and forever be the draft because they believe ultimately in their scouting evaluation, which is cool. But traditions are meant to also be broken. And until the Cowboys realize that, DP, they're going to continue to do the same thing over and over again.
Yes, sir. That was funny too. But yeah, but as always, man, I appreciate you giving me a chance to speak, Long. You take it easy, my brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, DP, for the 979. It's just traditions are meant to be broken. One of the favorite movies that I watch all the time, and I'll be having the drops here.
Hey, stop, thief!
Yes, indeed. And the reason why I said that is because who remember at the end of that movie, you know, Eddie Murphy, he was just there to sort his royal oats, allegedly. But he wanted to find his real true queen. He wanted to be able to pick his own lady, you know, that he going to slide in and not to slide into something that's already pre-appointed to him. And love is what he was seeking, right? Real love, not no arranged marriage love, right? And not to say that the woman that could hop on one foot and bark like a dog wouldn't have been just efficient for him. But he wanted to find his own love, right? So for those who watch Coming to America, you literally understood that the queen told the king, hey, I know it's tradition, and that's how it always been. But dog it, aren't you the king? I thought that you was the king, you know. And she raised that conversation and that mindset and realized, dang, if I'm truly the king, bump traditions. If my son really want this for his love and his laurels and all of this other stuff, then it's up to me to make the changes. So, Jerry, if you really want this ring, and I know that you stuck on traditions of saying, you know, the other people got to call first, or, hey, whoever makes the most conversation lose leverage and all of this. Sometimes it's been 30 years, 30 seasons. Sometimes traditions are meant to be changed, you know. So that's what we got to do. Change up some of these traditions right here and get things going the best way possible. And I got from the 860 from the VIP hotline for your mind. What you got for me, man?
Lord's VIP, baby. Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord. Tell Jerry, I know Jerry's in New York. He's in my city. Jerry, I just want to meet Jerry. I want to take you out for lunch, brunch, dinner. I just want a one-on-one, Jerry. Mm-hmm. Leave Steven. Leave your other ugly son. I just want you, Jerry.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to talk to Jerry about. Look, this is what I'm seeing. I hate the clickbait, Lord.
Yeah, right. Me too. Yeah.
Lord, there's a reason why I don't go to strip clubs, Lord. I don't like to be seen.
Hold tight. Got a super chat from Son of John.
Son of John, $10. Mm-hmm. I'm going to approach this like an end timer over Doc. The world hates Doc because he plays for DC and got the bag. The psychological persuasion is that Doc can't QB with O players. Doc is imperfect.
Son of John, boy, with the philosophy, man. I love it, man. He's like one of the top 4 donors, man. I appreciate you, Son of John. Yeah, yes, indeed.
Yeah, Son of John must got them non-profit endless pockets.
He got them whinings profit. Yeah, he said, hey, I said 1,000 plus 1,000. Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't hear? Close the doors.
He closed the doors, man. Hey, John, Son of John said, man, you know what? You know, hey, what Pastor, where you?
And they understand the cost
that is involved. He understands, Son of John understands the cost that's involved with it, man. And I really appreciate him, man. Yes, indeed.
Well, Lord,
yeah.
Lord, there's a couple of, I watched the game 3 times, Lord, because I'm a real fanatic. I'm not like the rest of these Slurpees, Lord. And there's 3 things, Lord, that I took out the game. First, Lord, I need you to give me a progress report. I mean, as much as I love Hoffman, I've been seeing him hands on the knees. If you look at that play where CD broke that big play, go back and look at that play. And tell me you're not watching Hoffman get up off his knees. I thought he was at the strip club. What you doing, B?
Hoffman is a grit player, man. He's a guy that if I ever get into a fight, man, I'm calling Hoffman, man. I know for sure. He might get beat up, but at least I know for sure he gave 110%.
He's about that, like he one of them drunk friends that always get knocked out in the fight. You look around like, yo, what's wrong with B, man? Come on, we got you, B, we got you. But anyway, he did a serviceable job. I'm happy, but where is BB? How come I'm not hearing no smoke? Where is his 21 day? I heard about everybody else 21 day open. Well, what's good with my guy B?
Believe it or not, he just entered. I think he just now entering in his 21 day window. Yeah. So you're right on the money with that.
So he's in line like they were talking after the bye. They were saying that's when everybody basically in the 20 day windows coming in.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna see he's been working out. And shout out to his dad Tom. And I always check in on them, and he's saying that everything is good. So the strength is going to be there, and everything is going to work its way out. So yeah. You're gonna enjoy it.
Think about that, Lord. We haven't even been at full strength at offense this year, and we're still. I'm not even going to talk about everybody slurping on my quarterback because I need you to line me and Dak up. I need a picture with Dak when I come because I'm a day one. I'm not one of these D riders. Like you don't even hear slurp coming on no more because you don't have nothing to slurp about.
Yeah, hey man, it's been a good series and season for Dak, man. Look, let him continue to grow, and I'll let him know that you got his back, man. What else you got for me before I let you roll?
Before I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt a couple of feelings, War. But I notice your man. But I watch film, Lord. I'm an ex-football player, so I watch it from a different lens.
Yeah,
54 is not running like he used to. He's at the point, Lord, he's a liability.
Oh, you talking about Sam Williams? Yeah.
I know that's your man's.
Yeah.
And I love Sam.
Yeah.
Sam ain't the same Sam Slam that we had before. I watched him, Lord, on a few, like just zeroed in on him. Lord, he's a liability. On the pass and the run, Lord.
I feel you.
Why the hell? Lord, I saw Moxley make a tackle.
Yeah.
So look, Lord, I don't never bash no man if you don't deserve it. But Lord, he's a liability at this point, Lord. And we have to give credit.
That's why we hasting and hoping that we can get one more guy in here like a Crosby, and all of this could be all swept up under the rug there, and give him a few more weeks off, and then maybe Sam Williams could this they say that Pine would change your mind, then hopefully that would be the situation right there.
But he's coming off an ACL, correct?
Yeah.
Was that an ACL? What is he coming off?
One of those ACLs.
So it takes a year for him to be back. That's why I don't like when Diggs rushed back. I don't like that he rushed back to prove a point because he wasn't physically ready.
Yeah.
And now you open up the ammo for them to come at him. And Diggs was just doing it like, you got to show him like flowers for even going out there. But it's up to the coaches. That's what coaches are for. If just as a parent, sometimes as a parent, we have to say, hey, look, you're your own problem. And I said this at my last talk. When I was talking as a keynote speaker, our biggest enemy is our enemy.
Yeah.
And sometimes our kids' biggest enemy is their inner me.
Okay.
So sometimes we gotta help our people get out of their own way. And I saw Blue Magic. I saw some flashes from him. I want to give him his flowers. But Lord, if we could clean up a couple of things, Lord, I really think if my defense could hold you to 20, my quarterback, My quarterback will give you 30 early. Early.
30 early, man.
We shouldn't have to put up 40 to win every game, Lou. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt.
I'm gonna get out of here, Lord. I know the line is long, but Lord, I'm lurking. It's Slurp is on here. I'm lurking, Lord, because my goddamn quarterback is playing. He's not even at an elite level no more, Lord. He's at a legendary level.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you calling in, Chief. Let me hear you say it.
Ow, damn, Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Slurpees. Jerry, I'm looking.
That's my guy VIP, man, from the hotline for your mind, man. I'm waiting to hear back for some more information. And let me see what I got here. Okay. This could be old news. Okay, I ain't gonna say that, but let me pull up the next caller from the 304. You're live on the Nation.
What's good, Law? What's good? What's good, Nation?
Hey man, all is well, bro. Can't complain.
I'm gonna say something that people don't want to hear. I'm not trading for Max Crosby.
Okay.
I get it. We need a pass rusher. And I get it. We need a safety, a linebacker, and a pass rusher. We look good this weekend. I'm very, very surprised that we stepped up and stopped the run.
Yeah.
But what I will say is the reason why is because giving up those 2 first-round picks, that's what they're going to try to ask for him. Giving up 2 first-round picks for how old is Max Crosby?
28.
28. We just had a 24-year-old that was 10 times, well, I'm going to say 10. I would say that was better at this age than Max Crosby. If we're giving up a second-round pick, like honestly, if we're giving up anything after, keep those first-round picks, you can always trade down to get you more picks. If it's a second and a third, a second and a fourth, 2 seconds, all right, I'm with it. But not giving up those first-round picks because you can always trade down to get additional picks for what you've already shifted out.
Now, Micah is an old guy. He's 26. Yeah. He graduated late. You know what I'm saying? But keep going, keep going. Right. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, because right now, yes, we look good, but we already know how this game goes. If we don't if our offense, we got to see our offense and defense travel.
Yeah.
We messed up, against Philly and against and against Carolina in the fourth quarter. So we got to we got to make sure that offense travels and that defense travels. So I just want to make sure that, this is what I'm seeing, because you know how it goes. We up one week, we down the next week.
Right.
We down the next week. So until we are consistent, I don't want to see us let those first-round picks go. Because granted, they're going to be late in the first, but you can always trade back into the second and pick up additional second, pick up additional third, and a fourth, and a fifth. But, I mean, you can do that. You just got to have the right people to do that. I think Jerry still think this is the 90s. He thought the 2 first-round picks for Michael was actually a good thing, when you should have got 2 firsts, a third, and a fifth.
So, a 2 first, a third, and a fifth. So who do you want? What do you want to see? You want to wait for next year, Lou, and dance with that, or strike it now? And just by looking at the age, they're a year and a half from each other. Michael Parsons and Max Crosby. They literally a year and a half, because Max just turned 28 in August.
So if I'm looking at somebody, I'm going to go young. I'm gonna go to the Jets to see what I can get from them. I'm gonna go to the Texans to see what not the Texans, but the Titans to see what I can get for them. Right. I'm gonna do a landscape to where I can get, use a future second, a future third. I'm not giving up those first round picks unless it's for a bona fide superstar.
Do you know whether or not the Raiders are asking for a first, or if they asking for a second? Would you do a second? And would you do 2 second-round draft pick? Next year's second, and 2027 second for a player?
I would do seconds. I would do seconds because you got to expect the package to be from 23 to 30, 32, right? So you can always trade back and pick up that additional second and an additional third that we lost in the picking straight. We just got to be smart about it.
Right.
Going out here, yes, the offense looks good, but at the same time, getting Max Crosby does not stop them from throwing the deep ball. That's on the, it does not stop them. It does not stop them from playing zone. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of we need more pieces if we're going to do this. We're going to go this route. You got to have more pieces because we only played man because everybody was trying about it. I guarantee you, when we go back to this next game, you're going to see a lot heavier zone because Eberflus is a creature of habit.
Right.
And he does not want to go away from his thought process, regardless of what the stats say. Him and Monty Kiffin and what's my man? He was here too. He's a disciple of Eberflus. Eberflus is a disciple of him. What's cover two? I forgot his name. Anyway.
Yeah.
It cover two guys. The cover two bandits. Hey, that's what he's coming from, and that's what all he knows. Man is like it makes him cringe when he say you got to play man.
Yeah, man. So, man, great call, man. I'm definitely gonna take your word and see what we can do down the stretch, and see what we can get things going. But in order for this cover two to work, you're gonna have to. And of course, I wish I were to record that excerpt from Tony Dungy. He said with this particular cover two scheme, you're going to need like a dominant edge rusher, and he had the guy like Simeon Rice of the days, and you remember Dwight Freeney back in the days too for the Colts. Yeah. He said you're going to need somebody like that kind of caliber, and right now Cowboys don't have that.
$5.
Okay,
first
but remember,
road picks next.
Hold tight, I got a super chat.
Give one up.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a super chat. It says 4 first-round picks next 2 years. They can afford to give up one of them. Yeah, I do agree with Darnell. So we got 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years. Yeah, we can't afford to get rid of one of them, though. Yeah, I do agree with that notion.
But with Dwight Freeney, he had Derek Brooks, John Lynch, and Rondé Barber. Or not Rondé Barber.
Yeah, you talking about with Simeon Rice, he had Derek Brooks.
Yeah,
or what?
Simeon Rice.
Yeah.
And then Dwight Freeney had Bob Sanders. They had a linebacker, and they had a corner. So you know what I'm saying? They had players at each level that were
right. So you got 4 draft picks now. Yeah. Hold tight. I got another super chat.
Picks. If Green Bay makes the playoffs, we're picking at the bottom of the first road, aka second round talent. Let's win now.
Yeah, DP got a rebuttal. He says, F those picks to Green Bay if they make it into the playoffs, which they probably will do. We're picking at the bottom half for what they got for us. So right now, a first-round draft pick from the Green Bay Packers is equivalent to a second-round draft pick if they continue to win.
Of course. But you can trade back, get additional second, get additional third, and replenish your team. I'm not trading my first 4. I never said not to trade for him.
Right.
My first round picks for him because you can always replenish with those second, third, and fifth, fourth, and fifth. You can, you know what I mean? You can trade down and get your picks back. But trading your first round picks, considering that you don't know what the draft holds, you don't know what's going to fall.
Right.
I'm not with it. I'm not unless I'm getting a bona fide superstar.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Chief.
Yep.
No doubt. That is A. Lou from the 304. And, I get what he's saying. He's team no trade, first round draft pick. He's pretty much saying, look, let's not do this, right? And I get the notion, right? 9 times out of 10, if there's a percentage-wise of us getting Mike Crosby, take the percentage of us not getting him. But we are trying to speak things into existence at this point, and I really want this to happen for us. And this could be one of those situations and scenarios that we're doing deals with the Raiders. We traded with the Raiders a lot, We did. So hopefully this will be one of the ones that we can trade with. Let me see. I'm trying to look for that tweet that y'all saying that they giving Clarence the business on. All right, let me see.
Tuesday, if you will. Trey Wingo got the party started. According to sources, the Cowboys have made inquiries with the Raiders about a potential trade for Max Crosby. Just turned 28 years old, just like a month ago. Now, my understanding on this, and maybe Broadus can jump on here and confirm or deny this. I think he's signing a G-Bag Nation flag right now.
G-Bag.
But my understanding on the Max Crosby rumor is this is preliminary. You know, this is maybe people in the organizations talking, but this isn't necessarily it getting to the highest levels and Jerry's on the phone with Mark Davis, you know, trying to hammer out the final details, something like that. But this is fun, and it's starting to feel like
it is
the
fun.
24 hours leading up to the Micah Parsons trade, where suddenly things just everywhere you turn, people were talking about it. Insiders are saying, I won't be surprised now if this happens. Brian, what's your understanding of the Cowboys' interest in Max Crosby?
Yeah, I think.
Damn, dude, that's the longest intro in life. I'm sitting there like, God, dog, get to the point. But, hey, shout out to the intro. Let's listen to what he got to say.
I think right now the Cowboys are Trey Wingo, who's really well connected with a lot of
I think
folks.
with the Raiders,
big
time.
Yeah, he's
and let me stop this. Ooh! What would be the reason for Trey Wingo to lie, though? What would be the reason, you know? And I'm in a group chat with Machota, and Machota's not refuting none of this stuff. So what would be the reason for Trey Wingo to lie? Like at some point, there's smoke in this, and I'm quite sure the Cowboys PR is like, damn, why we just can't do nothing secretly? You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation with him, you know? So it's a lot of that going on. But let's listen.
He's very connected. Now, the question you have to ask yourself, Dawson, is this coming from front office or is this coming from the coaching staff? My belief is it's probably coming from the coaching staff is what's going on here. So until it's the front office, then you know how serious. But I think they're floating ideas right now like, hey, what would it mean if we were to, these coaches get on the phone with each other and start talking about potential where it would be. Now, like I say, Trey, very dialed in to what's going on around the league.
Wingo.
On the Cowboys end of it, this appears to be news to them. So they're in that mode. I think they are interested in trade opportunities, and I think they're open to opportunities, and I think they're open to like, okay, what is it going to cost us to be in the game? I think they're open to those opportunities. But right now, I think Trey is kind of reporting this from the Raiders end of things and not so much what the Cowboys end of it is.
Now that dude makes a lot of sense. Brian Broadus made a lot of sense with this. And it's kudos and credence to Brian Broadus on that, you know. And that, hey, if that don't move you a little bit, shoot, that means that the Raiders reached out first. And if you know Max, he's not going to be able to say, hey, I just want to go here, because they're going to be like, damn, I'm giving up on my team. So Max probably looked at it and said, man, you know what? It'd be nice if I played with that silver and blue. Start that up, you know, and that could be the thing. But I don't know him. I have to listen to his podcast, see where he's coming from. Have y'all ever heard Max Crosby interviews, heard him speak? Is he one of those guys like a prima donna type of guys? Is he a stat guy? What kind of person is Max Crosby, if y'all do know what kind of caliber guy he is? Is he a stat chaser? Is he a team first guy? Is he sitting back saying, hey, we got the weapons. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm back behind my team. I'm silver and black hole all day guy. What kind of guy is he? Because I have to look into that, because that plays a major role too. Because he can be like, man, I'm just playing for my team, man, and I don't give a dog. We gonna try to fight through the echoes of the whistle. Or is he one of those guys saying, hey, I want to go only to a contender, right? AJ says he's a dog. I get that. He's a very professional, right? He don't do a lot of chirping and talking. Yeah, okay. I would take that. And I don't see, Clarence be everywhere, man, so political Clarence, hey, let me go all the way back up here and see what else he said. Okay. Do something, Jerry. Do he get the job done?
Do something, Jerry. Cowboys are still in it. Dak Prescott's playing MVP level. Last week you said nothing's untouchable. Now last night you kind of paused that by saying, I like how we evolved and all that stuff. No, now is not the time for complacency. It is wide open. You haven't won in 30 years. You said your biggest regret was not getting the Super Bowl in Tony Romo's prime, now Dak Prescott's prime. You can't do nothing for Tony Romo now, but you can do something with Dak Prescott. Do something, Jerry.
Okay. So that's his stance on that. All right, hold on.
Dak Prescott's playing.
He didn't send it twice. Okay. All right, man. Well, this is the only reason why I'm taking with what Clarence said with a grain of salt is because he beat me down that time when I said, hey, Clarence, hey, it don't look like this deal going to get done. And he said that this is what the Joneses do. The deal will get done with Michael Parsons. He want to be here. And And last I heard and last I seen was these right here.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
MP traded to the damn Green Bay Packers. I said, what happened to all of that? Hey, he will get done. If Jerry want him, he will get him, all of that stuff. So no, Clarence, so I'm going to take everything he say with a grain of salt at this point until something happened otherwise, but he's still my guy. Shout out to Clarence Hill. I got Big Amish from the 202, and then we got Swayze from the 908. Big Amish, you're live. Talk to me.
How about them Cowboys?
Y'all. Yes, indeed.
That was such a great game. I called you in at halftime. I told you we were going to blow them out.
You did. That was you. Yeah. You said we were going to beat them. Yeah, real bad. With the
that was at halftime.
Yeah,
that was at halftime.
Yeah, halftime. Yeah.
But I loved you brought up I think in the last show Simmons, right? I would love, and I want you to tell me what would it cost to get Simmons and a Crosby or Hendrickson. I don't care. One of those defensive ends would help.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's 31. I think for this year and next year, I think both fill the need. But right now, if Jerry wants to do the exception, this general rule about him following the rules and signing people, well, he showed he'll do the exception on rare occasions like he did with Micah.
Right.
So is he going to also change here? Because is this personal to him? Has his abilities are now, are they now questioned because allowing Parsons to move on? I mean, getting to the Super Bowl will change that whole dynamic and who he gets as players right now, I think. Otherwise, we're going to have a harder time to get to the Super Bowl. But could you also talk about, if you can, Simmons' impact with Crosby and Hendrickson, how it helps the rotation, then how it also helps the back end of our cornerback room and the safeties, let alone the linebackers. I mean, I think the linebackers also would have. I mean, it's like a great synergistic addition if you could get Simmons and one of those defensive ends. And I would love it for you to talk about that, what it would cost and the impact on the team.
Oh, most certainly. And, I can do that. Appreciate you for calling.
Let me leave you again. How about them Cowboys?
Y'all. Come on, man. That's one of my favorite callers, and salute to him. If the audio is bad and you guys are having issues with your audio, log out, log back in, but put a 1 in the chat if the audio is good. I don't want to prematurely end the stream and clear out your cache and get off that website.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right.
Get off that website. Y'all know, don't be watching that website. They got all type of malware and all of that, and it's going in and out. Just clear your cache, cookies, and don't go to that website. So I'm getting a lot of wands in the chat, so I appreciate that. All right, so the audio is straight. One thing that I can tell you about any of those guys, your front seven always help out your secondary. Your secondary is called secondary for a reason, not just to look pretty. That means that's your second line of defense. You want to make sure that your first line of defense is good. And I think that if you get a guy like Jeffrey Simmons in the building, and he is a guy that can help out your secondary, because he will be your primary, your upfront guy that can alleviate some of the things, because he can generate pressure. A quarterback wants to be nice. A quarterback wants to sit in the pocket, go through his progressions, and go through his reads, and then be able to throw the ball. What we are having issues with is a quarterback can sit in the pocket, go check his emails, update his Facebook status, quote, Instagram, or check out his, and then put that down after he done played around with everything, and still throw the ball, and the receivers are able to catch it because they have the ability to escape from DBs, especially when routes are extending to about 3 to 4 seconds. But if you knock that away, that means the quarterback got to go through his progressions really quickly, and there could be a cost of him throwing an ill-advised pass. So that is what this young individual, Jeffrey Simmons, can do. Now, he's 28 as well. He was born in 97, right? So him, Crosby is the same age, and that's right there going into your prime, right? He was a first-round draft pick. For what we said, for what we've seen, is that the Titans were asking for a second and a fourth, but just recently they said that they're not shopping him because they see the value added. So I don't know, but he would instantly help this team out, and he's and please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not beating up Osa, but he's heads and shoulders above Osa to a degree. If we're talking about tiers, there's a tier that Jeffrey Simmons is in with, one can argue, what's the guy named, play for the other Mississippi guy, play for the Chris Jones. He's in the tier of Chris Jones, Jalen Carter, Jeffrey Simmons, Quentin Williams. That's the tier that they are in. That next tier is where Osa is at. He's not in this tier. And I think it's another tier, then at Osa, he's like in the third tier. And I'm not beating up Osa, by the way. I'm just saying that he's in that third tier. So he's not even in the second tier from where these guys are at. And I'm just telling y'all how it is, right? And I'm not beating up Osa because he's my guy. He just like Sam Williams. He's my guy. He's my buddy, you know? So I'm not trying to beat up him. But what I'm saying is that Jeffrey Simmons is in the tier 1, and Osa is teetering to tier 2, but he's like a tier 3 guy, if that can make any sense to you all. But yeah. Audio still bad, all right? Where we get all of those ones from? Let me see. Let me get a loyal person that's been watching this channel for a long time. Is the audio really bad? Do I have to end this stream? I'm talking about current players, not, Dexter Lawrence is another guy in that tier. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Also will be fine. Yeah. Let me know. Audio is good. All right. Let me see. Should we exit out and come back in? Exit out and come back in. Or are they trolling, Yeah. Audio is fine. Perfect. Okay. All right. Good. So we don't have to exit out. All right. I got Swayze from the 908. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? I just have to say I'm the biggest Dak Prescott fan. I always believed in him. Like he's elite. He's top 5 in the NFL. You got to be a man when you're wrong, man. Like The dude, he's on his Romo. He's in his Romo era. Like he just understands the game now. He can read defenses and know exactly when to pick apart. Like before, they used to get him with the cover twos. He understands cover twos. He knows how to drop the ball in between zones.
Right.
He knows when to help pass protection with the offensive line, even though most of them was hurt. He's elite. He's elite. That being said, no, you don't get Max Crosby. Like that's ridiculous. You do not do that. Jerry is trying to be in the news for. He's marketing. He's trying to be in the news. First of all, Max Crosby just got hurt. Got knee and back injury. So you're going to trade first-round picks for a person that just got hurt? Does that even make sense to you guys? Remember, this is Swayze. This is the one I told you we was going to trade Michael Parsons back in March. We're not going to trade for Max Crosby. If we're going to trade for someone, you trade for an elite. You're going to say, well, we just got Kenny Clark. No, you trade for an elite defensive tackle to make the middle of your defense unstoppable. You start with the middle first and then go to the outside. You know what you do? If you're going to trade these first-round picks, you call the New York Jets, you call Aaron Glenn, and you say, hey, how much for Quentin Williams? That's who you go out and get. That's the elite defensive player that you get to show up at the middle of that defense. And you shore up to prepare for next season. Like, so what do you think about that? Because you don't trade for someone that just got injured. That doesn't make sense.
Unless it's a PCL injury, right? So that's what Zeke had, and that's something that you can really play through. Here's what I can do. That means that his value, he still got good value, but there's a sucker born every month, right? Or every second. So I'm reaching out to Mark Davis and I'm playing emotional strings with him and saying, hey man, your guy's hurt. He's battered. His damaged goods. I mean, I'm hearing that we got the best doctors in the land. That PCL may be very damaging. You might want to get something now. We got a second-round draft pick for you in a Mozzie or something like that. Or I'm not trying to get rid of Mozzie, but I'm just saying, what other areas are the Raiders really needing? Do they need a wide receiver? We got a wide receiver for you. Or to a degree, would you rather have, let me ask you them straight up, you the objective cowboy, Swayze.
Yep.
Would you do a second? Maybe would you do a second straight up, and if they budge a little bit, you throw in the guy who just put his house on the market, Trayvon Diggs? Would you do a second in Trayvon Diggs?
I'll do a second on Trayvon Diggs if the Raiders say, hey, we will take up some of that contract at Max Crosby's contract, which is $40 million a year. It does, because you're going to have to pay George Pickens more than CeeDee Lamb. He's gonna want top wide receiver money. That's just a fact. So because of that, and again, I don't want to bring up Dak Prescott's contract, but it is true. You have to. It's a budget around this team, and you can't pay pass rusher $41 million, pay the quarterback $60 million, pay two wide receivers top wide receiver money. Then you're gonna have to go out. Then you're going to go in free agency, because I think free agency is going to go crazy in free agency this year. It just doesn't, unless the Raiders say, hey, we're going to take up some of Max Crosby's contract, we'll pay the $15 million out of the 41 or something like that. I'm not really willing to take up that contract for someone who literally just got injured. That might not be that, he got a crop block. His back and knee looked like he went right in the locker room. It didn't look like he ain't going to play next week. He ain't going to play the next 2 weeks.
He got the bye week coming.
So you're giving up draft picks for someone that you won't even know is going to be 100% healthy. Where we got the poker table. We got the best hand in the NFL right now. We have a team that's capable of making the playoffs by having four first-round picks in the next 2 years. I think Cowboys says just be patient. I get it. It's been 30 years. Just be patient. Just
if the Eagles pick up Max Crosby, are you okay with that?
If the Eagles pick up Max Crosby, who's going to give up? They ain't giving up no more. They can't pay Max Crosby. If the Eagles wouldn't pay Max Crosby, they need to be under investigation. The same way as Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers, they need to be under investigation immediately to pick up Max Crosby. That's impossible. There's no way they're going to be able to pick up Max Crosby. But again, it's a situation we have the best hand in the NFL, guys. Just relax, please. I'm begging you. We finally have an elite quarterback. That's mentally there for the game now. you just have to relax, man. Like just enjoy the season. We're gonna make the playoffs. We might make it to the divisional. We'll see. It depends on who gets healthy or not. But like you gotta. It's 2026 and 2027. Remember, guys, I'm the ejected Cowboy. I'm the one that told you he was gonna trade Michael Parsons back in March. The Super Bowl window is 2026 and 2027. Those are the Super Bowl windows. If you're gonna do anything with those first round picks, you either do it in the off season or you go out and get Quentin Williams, the elite defensive tackle, who's literally the top 5 defensive player in the league, and the top 5 player in the league this year. So it's like I just need you guys to just be smart, guys. Don't fall for the Jerry Jones. Like, he just got injured. Jerry don't even know Max Crosby. Like, Jerry's 100 years old. He don't even know Max Crosby just got injured. I think after Jerry probably said that to the media, Stephen Jones probably went to Jerry was like, "Hey, Dad, just let you know, Max Crosby did just get injured last week." Like, you gotta get what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, we gotta be smart, guys.
Well, I feel you what you're saying, man. But with that being said, man, let people know once again, how about them Cowboys and beyond, bro, before I let you go.
How about them Cowboys? And Dak Prescott, he needs to be in the conversation for MVP. It's really kind of crazy how he's not. They got Baker Mayfield ahead of him. It's Dak Prescott, literally, he's a top 5 quarterback in his league this year, probably top 3 in his league this year, and he should be the leader of the MVP talks. And that's my personal opinion.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Swayze from the 908. And what a 180 on Dak Prescott. All I can say is, and Diggs may be just trying to update his house. Maybe he trying to downsize, and downsizing is a real thing. Or he may be trying to upsize. You know, maybe he want a $6 million home. Or maybe he sees some investment opportunities to move on from his $4 million home, but he put it on a list in Texas. And, I know who I need to call. But neither here nor there. Shout out to Trey, you know. All I can say is with everything, if you're seeing that your quarterback is playing at this elite level with me. Where's our issues at? Is it on offense? No, it's the 32nd ranked defense. I'm trying to improve my worst, and that is defense. So regardless of what Crosby is going through, is it season ending? Is it whereas you can go buy something and get something back in return? Those are things that you have to ask yourself and say, okay, is it worth it from that aspect? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And that's how you got to do it, you know. Scared money make no money. Let me see what we got right here.
Raiders All-Pro.
Let me see what we got here. Boom. And we always going to do our investigation for the nation. Let's listen.
Pass rusher Max Crosby was ruled out of the game against the Chiefs today with a left knee injury. Let's break this down. We're going to see 83 go directly for Max's legs on this play. This type of block should be illegal, in my opinion. From this angle, we see that the left foot is airborne and Max's knee is in a flexed position as he takes a posteriorly directed force onto the anterior or front part of the knee. Immediately after the play, we saw on the sidelines the athletic trainer working on the posterior part of that knee where the capsule is located. Unfortunately, this mechanism favors a PCL injury. This is the same mechanism we saw with Brock Bowers earlier this year where the turf caused the direct contact. This is the PCL. Here it runs from the back of the tibia or shin bone up to the front of the femur, and it helps prevent the leg from translating backwards. You can imagine if you take a contact to the front here, it does stress this ligament along with the entire knee capsule and the muscles back here. Additionally, sometimes there is involvement of the posterior horns of both meniscus.
Got a super chat. Yeah.
Son of John $10. Again, I like Doc too, but we must bow down to the Doc haters, or rather the legion of Thanoses. They will say, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be. They don't want Doc.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here.
Or shall I say?
Or should I say? I am.
Do y'all understand what he was saying? And great super chat, Son of John. And as he says, dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it is here. Or shall I say, I am.
Jeremy Alicia, $5. Wait till 26/27 of a year? We need to win now. Give up a 2 first, so what? We don't know how Doc will be next year. Max is a superstar.
Yes, and you got them right where you want them. And I'm gonna finish reading this, what this doctor said. And I love this doctor's page, by the way, because he breaks it down real quickly.
This guy, this is also the same knee that Max had bursitis of last year, and anytime you have contact to the front, you can have irritation of these fluid-filled sacs that cushion the knee, called the bursa. The good news is, unless the PCL completely ruptures, the majority of these do not require surgery. It has a very good blood supply, especially when compared to the ACL. Whenever you get a partial tear, the body will form scar tissue to build up the gap where the tear was, and eventually this will provide strength back to the ligament. Max will get an MRI tomorrow that will provide more information. Best case, if a contusion or bursitis, you wouldn't expect to miss any time. A mild PCL can cost around
Son of
2
John,
weeks.
$5. Basically, if Doc is winning, then they hating. If Doc loses, then they are happy.
You pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. Son of John, basically. And you're right. And both, boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's right. But let's finish this one up right quick. Let's finish this up, okay? Hold, give me 1 second. Appreciate everybody for rocking with the nation. Appreciate you all so much. Let's go with it.
Moderate PCLs can range anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. As we learned from Bowers, these do have a high re-injury risk since it only takes one impact to the knee to make it worse. Raider Nation knows Max would never miss a snap, and last year he played through a doubtful tag against the Chiefs, so you can imagine it would need to be something more significant for him to miss any time. Let's hope that's not the case. Wishing Mad Max a safe and speedy recovery.
All right, so it could be an injury for 2 weeks. Right? It can be an injury for 2 weeks, or it can be an injury depending on how damaged it is for a PCL, 3 to 6 weeks. I'm thinking there's a con and pro when you're dealing with that. Anytime you buy used cars, you got those type of situations. That's why I say go certified pre-owned. When we young and we just looking for a car, we just go find that shade tree mechanic and we go buy one of them cars from there, and it's a lemon, you know. But if you go certified pre-owned, at least you can have a situation and scenario that you can give it back. Now, trades for injured players, I think that the CBA don't allow, because you got to, in order for the contract to be binding, they got to pass what we call a physical, right? And there are situations and stipulations that you can waive said physical. Like Green Bay could rescind Michael Parsons' contract and trade if they said, okay, he had a back situation, taking epidurals before every game. We didn't know of this before the trade. We want to rescind the trade, right? And the Green Bay Packers said, you know what, bump it. We want him so bad, we would deal with the epidurals. We'll deal with the cost, because we pretty much understand, you know, where my guy at?
And they understand the cost that is involved.
So, yes, Swayze is right. You take 3 to 6 weeks. There's people right now. We need defense now. When is our bye week, by the way? When is our bye week? Our bye week is, let me go to my Cowboys. All right. When is our bye week? This all makes sense right here, baby. Hold on. Bear with me, boy. I didn't know we were going to be doing marathon shows today. But hold on. And there's no rush. Can't rush perfection. All right, so let's say let's play the hypotheticals. If it's 2 weeks, if the trade happened today, and if he had the 2 week PCL, not the MCL, but the PCL, he would miss Denver, Arizona, And then, damn, he'll be ready to play for the Vegas game, in November the 17th. But if it's literally 6 weeks at the most, he will miss out on Denver, Arizona, this bye week, and then he'll miss Vegas, Philly, and then they will be talking about ramping him up for the 21-day window opening, and he will probably be available for Detroit, Minnesota, Los Angeles, Washington. What you're dealing with is that our defense could still be dog water, right, at that point. But damn it, the risk of having the kind of caliber of Max Crosby to be available around Kansas City and Detroit week, man, I'd take that risk. Now, we do know if we are making a playoff run around that time, man, it'd be good to have him down the stretch, regardless of the situation, right? Here's the other thing. You don't have that luxury of waiting that long. You got to make your decision by Arizona because the trade deadline is November the 4th. That's just for what it is. Now, you can go look at Jeffrey Simmons, and you don't have to worry about PCLs, MCL, or any L because he's fully healthy at this point. And you can just pick him up and don't have to deal with talking about first-round draft pick, right? You can just say, okay, Titans, tighten up. I got a second-round draft pick for you and be done with it from there. Either or, this help us out. Whether it's Jeffrey Simmons, Max Crosby, or any of those guys, you just looking at down the stretch. But the Cowboys got to forecast that, JD from D.C., you're live on the Nation.
JD from DC $9.99. Let me get this straight. We traded Parsons, found out his back was bad, laughed at the Packers, and now we are about to trade for a guy with a known injury and expect our Temu trainers to fix him.
That's the conundrum, man, JD from D.C. That's the conundrum. Either we can deal with that or we can just live with what we got for right now and live with the opportunity to say, hey, we got Jadeveon Clowney. We got our Max at the house. You know what I'm saying? We got our Simmons at the house. We didn't got a Solomon Thomas. We made every move that we can make. So we got a Solomon Thomas. We got an Osa. We paid him. We can either deal with what we got now and expect for things to change, or we can will and deal. We can will and deal. That's just the price of doing business. Is Max hurt now? Yes, he's hurt with a PCL injury, and it's expected for him to be out at minimum of 2 weeks. Either you can do either or, and deal with that. It is what Uncle Charles at. Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice that you got to make. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions, by the way. But I got from the 862 Jersey, the guy from Jersey, man. What's good for you?
Hey, Law, man. I really appreciate you, how you have actually grown throughout the years. I've been watching you a lot. I've been, working around. I'm getting right to the point. I understand what they mean by Crosby. But here's what I want to bring to you. What if Dallas says, or Jerry says, between the last caller before about Quentin Williams?
Hold tight, I got a super chat.
Son of John, $5. Be careful, JD. Emperor Jerry Palpatine says, you don't know the power of the dark side.
The power of the dark side. Shout out to you, Son of John. Now keep cooking over here, guy from Jersey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James.
James. Okay, let me save your name in here because I just got you a guy from Jersey. Are you from Jersey though, by the way?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey. Cowboy fan since '75. But anyway, so here's my question: would they be willing to give up do we have a third round pick this year? We do, right? Or we don't?
Next year, did we trade Pickens for a third? Do we get rid of our third for Pickens? I don't know. I can look it up later.
Okay. I would say third, give him a third, right? Mm-hmm. Then I turn around. If you can, I get rid of Diggs and I get rid of Tolbert and see what would they say about that.
So give the Raiders Diggs and Tolbert.
Tolbert. And a third round pick. If it's available.
And a third. I mean, you willing and dealing. That's the whole point of willing and dealing. You know, everybody going to start off with their best shot, you know. If I'm asking Jerry Jones for some money, and if all I need is $500,000, I'm starting with $1 million. Say, hey, Jerry, man, I need this $1 million, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's going to help propel my business and stuff like that. Because you don't want to go in and saying, okay, well, Jerry, I want $100,000, right? I'm trying to get $500,000, so I'm gonna start off with the highest offer or the highest he's willing to give, and I think that's where we are at with these negotiations. If there's ever one, you know.
Yeah, but I'd be willing also, even though I hate to say this because I don't want to give up. I give Miley Smith if they want him. I don't want to. I don't really want to.
Right.
But we don't know. We don't know the real seriousness of Crosby, his injury.
Right.
Like you said, it could be 2 weeks or it could be up to 6 weeks. But the point is, we have them. That's a chance you take, whether you gamble or anything, because we don't know. We're not prophets. We don't know what's going to really happen. So I would rather, like you said, when you talk to the other caller, how would you feel if Philly went in there and they got him?
Yeah.
But he's never answered the question.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, no Cowboy fan want to see Crosby over there with Philly.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I would take my chances. I would take my chance. You still got what, 3 first-round picks or 2
4.
this year? And one
You got 4 in the next 2 seasons.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You got a lot to choose from. And plus, I mean, I know I'm gonna let you go. And plus, Dak is doing this thing. The best thing that can happen is that we got to build that defense. Because I'm telling you, if we can rank at least in the 15, we ain't got to do 10 or rank up to the 10 or 5. If the Cowboys could just rank at least 15, I guarantee you they're going to go way further than people expected. I'm telling you.
Yeah. If the Cowboys, you know, a lot of people were saying Baker Mayfield, a MVP. And I'm sitting there like, okay. His defense bailed him out on a lot of situations. And what happens when that defense not able to bail him out? I get it. He's dealing with some subpar wide receivers and a rookie, you know, out there. But still, his defense, we don't have that luxury. Yeah. So you can only imagine if our defense was a teaspoon better. I mean, we'd probably be looking at a team that's undefeated.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, except for the Chicago game, I think we should have beat Philly. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. We should have beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
Now, I give the chance about Carolina, but I still think we should have been at least maybe 6-1.
But you know we could have been at least 6-1. But I'm just going off of the historical reference of what's that name? The Williams kid, the quarterback there.
I can't think.
Yeah. He averaged a turnover every game or fumble every game, and we couldn't even turn the ball over. He looked like Joe Montana out there, you know. So I would have banked on the fact that if we can create some pressure, I think he would have been able to donate us something. But they did force 4 turnovers against us, and that was a game that we did lose offensively. If we were to say anything about that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just think that Dak right now is he always been doing this thing. People just never gave him the credit for it.
And man, you preaching to me.
Nothing new.
It's nothing new because if we really Dak, the only difference that I'm seeing with Dak doing this year opposed to last year is his drive leg and his lower body. I'm thinking that he probably already pulled a hamstring and he was fighting through it, and he had some issue with the complication with his leg or what have you, ankle swelling up. And he was trying to play through that injury. But keep in mind, his mindset was like, will they pay me, you know? But if Dak had run game, Colin Cowherd already broke it down previously. He just didn't know it. And that's what I was doing my shows on, is that when Dak had that run game and when you had that type of kind of caliber defense, he's always been that type of cerebral guy. Now, of course, he's improved a little bit better, but he got better weapons now, and he got a better system too.
Yeah. That's true. Do you think they're going to pay Pickens, though? You think Jerry might pay Pickens?
I think it would be wise for them to go ahead and, rip the Band-Aid off and pay Pickens. Rip it off and pay him. I think they will. I think if Pickens have 3 more games, all he needs is 3 more games like he had his previous game and the previous game before that, he's paid. He's paid. He's paid.
Well, I hope so. But, I'm going to let you go. And like I said, I've been a Cowboy since 75. I ain't changing. I don't care if there's 0-2 in eternity. I'm still a Cowboy fan. I'm still a Cowboy fan. And all these bandwagon jumpers, when the time comes, stay off the wagon. Don't even come. Like you said, when it rains, let them stay in the mud. Don't even just go right past them. But keep doing what you're doing, Law. I'm following you. Even though I'm from Jersey, I'm following you. And I listen to you when I get the opportunity. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Because one day I'm looking to see you on TV, bro.
Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, James from Jersey. Yeah. No longer the guy, but James, Trade Trey Hendrickson for the Bengals to the Cowboys and get Diggs over there. I feel you. Diggs would probably love to play over there with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all of them boys and have that family relationship there. But I like Diggs. I'm going to just say this. And even though this is a situation and scenario that he got his house on the market and all of that, just get something back in return. I know the way we looking at Diggs now is like what's on the bottom of most people's feet, but you got to contextualize the fact that he is coming off of an injury, right? He's not going to play up to the level that we've seen him at, unfortunately, until he's fully healthy. I got from the 202. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What it do, Law? It's your boy Brian from DC. Just wanted to get my 2 cents about these trade speculations and the possible signing of Pickens. And I love all the names we throwing out there, except for these D tackles like Jeffrey Simmons and all of them. Quinn Williams, like I said, I love the names. I just like it's too late with us already picking up your boy, what's his name, Kenny Clark and Osa. I'm not sure what we paying them guys, but I know it's something significant. And then picking up a name like Quinn, that'd be somewhere from 60 to 100 million between 3D tackles. We can only play 2 of them. You see where I'm going with that, Law?
Right. I see where you're going. Yeah.
Love them names. I just don't feel like we definitely got the money. I just don't feel like we should waste it in that area. I feel like we should definitely try to experiment somewhere else. Not saying that I do have the answers, but I just feel like that's far from the right one. George Pickens. We only see what he brings to the table. Like the guys been saying that Dak been doing this for a minute now. Been doing this thing for a minute now. We haven't been averaging 35 to 40 plus points a game though, and I just feel like with us playing like this and putting up all these points, this is a cheat code on offense, and it'll be dumb not to bring Brad back at least for another year and try to get this thing going on defense.
Well, we still got to pay Kenny Clark next season because he was going into like the tip of his contract with Green Bay, upon which he was in the 3-year contract. So it'd be wise for the Cowboys, if they like what they seen out of Kenny, to go ahead and extend him now. They put more and more money back into the pot. Far as looking to improve the interior, at some point we evaluating Osa play, and his contract is relatively very, very movable and cheaply compared to what you were expecting to get out of an interior guy, right? So if Mozzie don't improve to where we want to, I'm not finna put Mozzie on the 5th-year option because that's going to take up a larger chunk of your cash right there or your money. So you letting him play out to the end of his contract. So this would be the year, if you don't like what you've seen out of Mozzie, is to move on from him, but you still got to solidify that spot on his team, right? So it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't. So that means that the Cowboys still in business of finding an interior guy, unless if you believe in Jay Toya can be that guy. But normally that takes 3 years. I'm trying to win now. That's the only thing, fam. I'm trying to win now. And if the Cowboys want to win now,
I like where you're going with that, and with the Mozzie thing, I'm too much. I'm over him at this point. I feel like we should definitely get all the value that we can out of him ASAP. Just don't want to keep sitting with these guys, and then we're in the same place next year trying to get value when we could have got a little bit more for him now. Back to the D-line thing, I didn't even look at it like that with the money situation. We definitely have some options. We play it wisely.
And that's why they playing Mozzie. They playing Mozzie right now.
All boys down to the name when it comes to free agency,
right?
Over the position needs. Most definitely, I feel like we're more in the need. Like we're more in need of different spots. But like if the name always the position, I don't just want us to go out there and get anything. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that would definitely justify us getting another big boy right there. If there's nothing else out there, and I'd be more than happy to take it, if that makes sense. I don't want to hold you up though, though.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you calling in, Chief. Good call from you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's from the 202. Yeah. I got 2 super chats here. Appreciate you. Below the Heavens states, today rumor was just for engagement, nothing more. Boy, I love the engagement, though. I love the bouncing ideas, because when we do these type of shows, we are seeking solutions. We are seeking to improve this team. We're not beating up this team. I could talk about this for hours. I would rather talk about how we can improve this team versus what's going wrong with this team. I love the whole conversation today. It's worth doing these conversations. Yeah.
Son of John, $10. Law, where is that AI image of Emperor Jerry Palpatine? Everyone here listen to what the Emperor said. Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi Jerry, Dan. You know? Yes, indeed. Per your request, let me see if I still have this in my my illustrations for the nations. You know, did I delete them? No, I don't think I did. But let's see. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, right there. Jedi Jerry. Yeah. There we go, boy. AI Jedi Jerry. I'm all in favor of trying to win at all costs. My daughters have yet to beat me in tic-tac-toe. I don't let them win. Law, let them win at least once. Nope. This world don't care about you. They will chew you up and spit you out. And the day you beat me in tic-tac-toe, I want you to gloat and talk about it. But for right now, tic-tac-toe. Beat the brakes off of them in that tic-tac-toe, man. I'm ruthless Law over here, man. And that's just for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know, so I want to win at all costs, and I think the Cowboys should be thinking the same way. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Below the Heaven says, my daughter has yet to beat me in Mario Kart. Welcome to Mario Kart. Do you have the old school one? Because I got the newer one that we played upstairs. And yeah. Mario Kart. The new one go hard. But I got from the 908, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, it was good, Law. Your
Hey,
boy, Trey G from Jersey.
Okay, Trey, what's good with you?
I don't know if you're able to pull up the standings right now of the NFC to see the full conference.
Yeah, I can.
But yeah, if you could pull that up and look at it, we're sitting at 10th right now, and the playoff seeds are from 1 through 7. We got the 2 teams in the NFC that beat us sitting above us right now, and we basically need 2 teams from 1 through 7 to fall off a cliff. And then we have to win the rest of our games basically against our NFC opponents like Arizona, obviously.
I like the way you're thinking, bro. I really like where you're going with this conversation.
Listen, man, you see where I'm going. You see where I'm going. So, like you just laid out the times table for Max Crosby return, if we were to pull the trigger and make that trade, he would be coming back right on time for that Detroit game, for that Philly game, the tougher NFC opponents that are must-win games for us to make a playoff push. And I don't know about you, but I'm familiar with the mentality of be ready so you don't have to get ready. Wouldn't it make more sense that we are already good to go and prepare for that run that we need to make rather than letting the trade deadline go by, and we got these big games coming up and our defense is still giving up 40 points a game?
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, man. Shoot, keep cooking.
So that's the whole point, is we can't sit on our hands now and just say, yeah, let's throw the defense out there because we had one good game. We have to win every single game against our NFC opponents. And it's just not going to happen with the defense that we have now.
Man, I'm glad. Boy, why you didn't call about 2 hours ago? Because here's the thing. Some people are looking at it only from the NFC East perspective, or only looking at it from the bubble perspective of like our offense is so damn good. But I'm looking at it like right now, I'm adding into the fact that if we try to do anything this season, we got to find a way to play at the house. We played terrible on the road so far, right? And I'm looking at Green Bay, like you said, they're 4-1, they're leading their division, and on their we tied them at our crib. But I would tell you that at their crib, they probably blow us out, because that goes against what we do, because we take away the element of Brandon Aubrey, right? You got the winds, it's cold, and on top of that, they take away some of our speed element because we play faster when we inside on turf, right? Detroit, I think we can go toe to toe with them boys, right? But at the end of the day, what I saw with Jahmyr Gibbs the other day, I'm saying like, man, I don't want those problems. That kid is fast, man. Oh my God.
He's a creative player in Madden or something, man. He's
Facts. So even though Tampa Bay, I don't want to deal anything with them in Tampa Bay. Carolina, they are better than what is advertised. They are 4-3. They're second place in their spot. Last night when I saw the Seattle Seahawks, I said they very beatable. Oh yeah, they very beatable.
I'm not convinced. So if you look at the standings, that's the 2 teams that I would say are the weakest links is Seattle. Maybe Chicago. It seems like Chicago kind of figured it out, but Seattle, Chicago, and Carolina ain't gonna be up there that
ain't very long. Yeah, so but they are better than what they advertised though. They have been better than what advertised.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, but we are in position right now where we have to win every single week. And how do you do that? By getting stops and preventing the other team from scoring. So it's just, and the last thing I want to say is for the people that are hesitant and scared to pull a trigger, you can't sit on your hands now. Scared money don't make no money. Don't worry about the money. Philly is always able to figure it out. The Rams was able to figure it out when they won the Super Bowl, and it's very possible. And you can't look at it as, oh, we're just trading for Max Crosby, an injured player. We don't even know what we're getting. You have to look at it as we just flipped Micah Parsons for Max Crosby, Kenny Clark, and potentially George Pickens if we can pay him and extend him.
Yeah.
That's the way to look at it.
Yeah.
Not that we're just trading for, like, no, we flipped Micah and was able to get 3 elite players at their position.
Yeah.
And listen, we'd be ready to roll for the foreseeable future, not just this season, but after that.
Hell yeah.
But,
You
hey,
can
boss.
literally, bro, before you go, you can literally
make
the trade for Crosby, restructure his contract, kick that money down the street because he's only 28. Look at Kenny Clark, restructure his contract and kick that can down the street, and as well as with Pickens, and you end up being on top of everything with the money that you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody focuses too much on the average per year, which we all know by now, or at least, educated fans know that that's not even the real number of what's being paid year by year. So when everyone says, oh, top dollar receiver, top dollar edge, like, that's not even the real number because everyone focuses on the average per year of the full contract when that's that number is make believe. Yeah. But Law, thank you for the call, man. It was my first time calling in. It was a pleasure speaking with you, bro.
Likewise, man. A good call from the 908, man. Yeah, I mean, we looking at the standings here, and the NFC is still wide open. I think we gonna catch the Eagles. The Eagles, you remember that luck metric that Louis T was talking about? Them damn Eagles on that luck metric. What are the odds of the Eagles facing Carson Wentz, man? If Daniel or BB13 was throwing the ball, or Sheila was throwing the ball against the Eagles, they probably would have had a better chance at it. I don't know what's going on with Carson Wentz, but, man, that could have been a situation. The Eagles done scraped away about at least, they got 5 wins. You can literally argue they didn't scrape away at least 3.5 of those wins, or 4 wins. They done got really, really blessed. And I know it's easier to fix your team when you're 5-2 opposed to being 2-5, like the Giants, or even 3-3-1 like us. But at this point, I think that in a situation, we splitting with the Eagles. When they come to Dallas, oh, man, they are not going to have the firepower to keep up with us, especially on defense, unless they do something drastically to change that up by November the 21st. So I think that but we got to take care of business this weekend. We can't play around with our food. I think that the Giants got the Eagles' number. I don't see that the Eagles going to be physical enough to stop that 44, that cantankerous head of Cam Scatterboo as he running all over them boys, and the pressure that the Eagles is going to receive from that D, from the G-man. It's gonna fold them boys. They're gonna tenderize them, right? So, Yeah. So that's all I'm saying with all of this, Cowboy Nation. Just give it a little bit of shot at it, I think that when we look at everything, Green Bay is a real factor. I hate them, and I would hate to play them at their stadium in Detroit. They're no one to sneeze at as well. And Tampa Bay, to a degree, I know they battered and bruised, but you can expect that them boys going to get healthier down the stretch. And San Fran, they just got an easy powder puff schedule. But what I'm not sleeping on, and they are fighting each other. All of these guys are 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. But that damn Rams team, that's the team out of that division. Because I saw the Seattle Sea Chickens last night, and I'm sitting here like, they're very beatable. But the thing is with them, you got to put pressure on Sam Darnold. If you don't put no pressure on him, that brother can look like he's the next Joe Montana out there, So you got to put some pressure on Sam. That's all I'm going to say with that. Let's go with the next caller I got from the 562. You're live on the Nation. Aaron, talk to me.
Hello.
Yo, what up, bro? What's good with you?
Oh, cool. Oh, shoot, nothing, man. Man, I'm listening. I'm listening to the callers. Everybody got good opinions, good ideas. I think what happened to going for like Bradley Chubb? Wouldn't he be cheaper?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know Max Crosby is dope. Yes, you gotta have a superstar, but throw Bradley Chubb in and have a rotation. Bruh, I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Instead
Now
of
we shouldn't.
instead of giving up a first, I'll give up a third and
Yeah.
Mozzie. I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of Mozzie.
Yeah. Now Bradley Chubb is a year older, of course, but he's 29. Let me see what he turned 29 in June. He's probably like a little bit older, but yeah. He's about 11 to. Let's see what his asking price. He's looking for a contract.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for one next. Let me see where he at.
We can give him a 1 year deal.
Now we just take on his contract. Shoot, they just signed him, so shoot, he's all the way through 2027. Chubb would be that'd be a nice look. I'm not mad at it. Now you pay for what you get because he don't have the productivity that Crosby have, right? But at this point for the season, he got 1 forced fumble, 13 tackles, solo tackles, 4 sacks right now for the season, and he played in 7 games. So yeah, and I don't think that there's no injury around him, but I think Bradley Chubb would be a nice little situation.
See, that's what I was thinking. So I'm like, you go grab Bradley Chubb for a cheaper deal, and then.
But you know how the Cowboys do. We sitting here talking about Trey Hendrickson, we talking about Max Crosby, and we talking about Bradley Chubb. Then all of a sudden, it's breaking news: Cowboys signed Bradley or nah. You be like, God dog.
Like what?
Sacrifice. You like, hey, yeah.
That's comedy. But okay. So yeah, like that's what I was thinking. Cause I think we can get him at a cheaper price. He's still got a motor that's gonna go, and he's gonna be on a potential team that can make it to the playoffs. Not a dog.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Other than that, as far as Diggs, man, I hope Diggs will get out of his head and buy into the program. But everybody knows that we have pretty much a man defense that's trying to play zone.
Right.
So, but hope Eberflus can, see that playing a little bit man last game did work. So hopefully he still, follows that up, or he just don't regress. You got progress, don't regress.
No doubt.
That's all we ask for. But I said, Law, I'm gonna let you go. I'm out here doing yard work.
Hey, man, no doubt, man. Appreciate you calling in. It's Aaron, man.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Hey, it is for what it is. We're finna lock down the phone lines. We give y'all up until when the clock hit 0. We're gonna lock the phone lines down. So y'all got about a minute to call in. I got from my guy from the 603. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, Law.
Roy,
hey,
what's good
I got
with
a
you?
question. Hey, man, you know the saying that we're saying if you install it, you call it?
Yeah.
Who do you really think installed the defense this last game? Who do you really think installed that defensive game plan?
I think Schottenheimer talked to him, and said, "Look, man, can we at least get something?" But who did do it?
Law.
What happened?
Schottenheimer is our real defensive coordinator now. Trust that. Listen to some of the press conferences of what he said as far as the line. Schottenheimer is wearing both hats now.
Oh wow, the old Dan Campbell.
Listen to the press conference. We got us a real coach now, man. We got us a real coach. I mean, just listen to the press conferences. We got us a real.
The conference has been locked.
Why do we need Eberflus? Why do you need him then?
Well, you still need.
Eberflus is too stubborn to do what he did. He's too stubborn. Too set in his ways, man. He wouldn't do that. That was Schottenheimer all the way.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say, man. That's all I wanted to hit you on that. Because, as a matter of fact, listening again to the boss on his show, he's kind of alluding to the same thing, man. So listen to some of the press conferences of Shotty. He's answering defensive questions and offensive questions.
Definitely will, man. Definitely going to listening in to that and see how things go, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah, man. All right.
That's Cowboys Roy. Yeah, I think that, when you are the de facto leader of the team, and that's the head coach, you got to make sure that everybody's paying attention to what you trying to install here. And one of the things that I heard from Schottenheimer, he said, I got a quick temper. I got a real quick temper, right? So he give you smile and key in one day, and he give you angry and upset probably when the doors are closed another day. So hopefully them boys had a heart-to-heart, and nothing wrong with having a heart-to-heart, ladies and gentlemen, and being able to talk as man about what's going on with this team. And by them having, 46% man this past game, keep it up. Keep it up. Let's keep it a balance, even from zone to man to zone. Too much man is bad. Too much zone is bad, right? Too much peanut butter is bad. Have your arteries and everything clogged up around this mug. So balance is the key, right? You take an aspirin for a headache, but you take 5 or 6 of them, you'll be with the creator, right? So you use supplements and you use medicine to help you, but not to compel you to everything. So, yeah, I do like the balanced approach. I got Point Dexter from the 409. What's on your mind?
Man, it's been a while since I talked to you.
Yeah.
And, we getting a lot of people talking about Dak Prescott now, but we true believers, we've been seeing this from Dak for a long time. We talking about help on the defense, man. We need some help. The defense needs some help, man. About a couple of weeks ago, they were talking about maybe it's time to start the draft show, and we later, we back in the hunt. So
right.
We went 2 more games, man, and it's important that we get some help on defense. And when the previous caller, he was talking about, Shotty, being put in the defense. Well, Shotty is the head coach.
Yeah.
And he's doing the head coach duties. And if your defense coordinator is not doing what he's supposed to do, the head coach is supposed to step in. And when you talked about running zone, running man, you're supposed to mix it up.
Yeah.
Just like offensive plays, you mix up offensive plays, you gotta mix up and balance the defensive plays the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta call the defensive game plan just like you call the offensive game plan. So I think that when you come into a game and you have a plan, it works out better than just going out there saying we're going to do this one thing, So, look, I'm Cowboy for life, man. And speaking of life been life, and I've been having a hard time getting in. I've been pretty busy out here, man.
That's a good
this
thing.
World keeps turning on me. You do, this world going to keep turning, baby.
Yeah.
And much love to you, man. You keep on grinding, doing what you're doing. Oh, man, that show y'all had with Ravel's dad and you and Chill.
Yeah.
Man, y'all was having too much fun with that show, man. You and Chill had me crazy up, man, because Flo and Mr. Ravel, man, they was off the hook, man. You know what I mean? Y'all might have to have them fellas on again, man, because they were definitely off the hook.
Yes,
I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to put on saying, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, baby, that's my guy, Point Dexter. Yes, indeed. Sometimes you got to mix it up. Yeah, man, it's true. When them yams hit that mac and cheese, ooh, oh, boy, ooh, yeah. Man, sometimes you got to mix it up. Yams by themselves, good. Yeah, yams are good. But let's touch some of that mac and cheese. Oh, wait. Let's have some greens in that thing. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, y'all. And if y'all like Cowboys and Chill, like I said, this week we are having the special guest is going to be Everson Walls, man. So he's the reason why I'm a Cowboy fan, the reason why I love number 24, you know. And I can't wait to see him this week, and we're going to have a jolly good time, man. We're going to have to bring up all of the conversations, and we're going to bring up any talking points that you guys can. And hopefully this time around that we can get Clarence on some yak instead of that crown to get him down. You know what I'm saying? We get him some of that hen. Yes, indeed. Them greens, yes, Lord. Somebody say, yes, Lord. You know, ain't that right? Shoot, some yams. Ain't that right, Gina? Gina, you know how to cook some good yams? Yeah. Some oxtails. Ooh, oxtails and mac and cheese. Ooh wee, man, some pot roast, man, and some carrots in that thing. Ooh, sometimes you got to mix them up. And that's right. So by Eberflus putting some mixes in that thing, yeah. Some of y'all, man, y'all be ordering food all flats, man. Nah, man, get a little leg in there, man. Get you a thigh and a breast, man. Stop eating all them flats, man. Yeah, some dirty rice. Ooh, boy, y'all know I'm hungry when I start talking like that. Pecan pie and some vanilla ice cream, man. Ooh, don't that combination? It don't look like they belong together, but man, let them touch each other and hit that palate. Shoot, Kobe from the 817. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me, man.
My God, what's going on?
Not much, man.
Man, great show so far, man. Great call-ins.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it happens, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I like you say, I want to put it in the air, man. Manifestation, man. I want to manifest that thing.
Yeah.
You know, he Colleyville. You know, he played high school ball out there in Colleyville. So,
he's from here.
Well, he played high school ball in Colleyville. I think he from the Midwest or something like that. But he played high school ball at Colleyville. I remember when they used to talk about him. So I mean, he's a great kid, man. You tell he loves football, man. He football through and through. I even think he got 214 on him, or I don't know, whatever. But
probably
I know
all them tattoos.
You know, man. I know he has been in the area, man. So if we can make that happen, man, that'll be a beautiful thing, man. I know we probably start talking about Denver Thursday or Friday. I can't wait to watch Collective tonight. Sure. That's gonna be a good show.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be a good show. I know Sky gonna kill it, man. Sky and Foots, man, they be going back and forth, man.
Man, and I hate that. I hate that we can't do it on like the Thursday. I was trying to let them know, like, hey, I've been lobbying for them because I know we don't want to go back to back. Like we probably can't go back to back, but it'd be so much on the people in the back and behind the scenes for us to go Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's why we go Tuesday
doing
and
your
Thursday.
thing with Clarence, man. I mean, it's a lot to juggle. You know what I mean? It's a lot. What they say? One man can only do so much. So I get it. I understand.
And then you don't want to do it on a Friday because that's when people trying to do things with family and stuff.
Go out and all that good stuff. Yeah.
So it's rough, man.
Absolutely. But I'm excited, man. I'm glad they opened up the 21-day window for Demo and Siobhan. Cooper should be back sooner. What do you think? He'll be back for the Arizona game, or you think they're gonna hold him out to Oakland? I mean to the Raiders, Vegas.
Hold him out to Vegas, man, if you can. And it's not like we we look terrible on the O-line, right? I need him to be ready when it's November and December and all of that down the stretch. So yeah, hold him out, man. That's what I would do.
Hold him out. Okay. What do you think about this Diggs thing? You think he'll be back this week, or what do you think? I know that he'll be practicing tomorrow, so that's going to tell us a lot. What do you think about that? You think he'll be back, or?
Man, winning is the ultimate deodorant, and by us winning is no more raining on him, especially by them doing a lot of what he said that the Cowboys should do. Now, him putting his house up for sale, I don't know how multi-millionaires work and roll, but there's a little smoke to that. Like, come on, man, you got a $4 million home. What you trying to do? It's not like you broke, allegedly, So
Right.
we'll see, man.
Yeah,
how
you just
all of
signed
that
a
works.
$100 million contract.
Right.
You
right.
know, so I mean, are you getting up out of here? I mean,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, like you say, when millionaires are moving, that's what they do. That they're putting their house on the market and they're headed out of town. They're not downsizing or upsizing, because when they purchased this $4 million home, or when they thought about it, am I gonna be here? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's a lot to look at, man. I really didn't have no points, man. I just been watching the show. I said, man, let me call him, man. Just tell him, man, I'm excited for the show tonight. God bless you, bro. Keep killing it, man. And you got my support, man.
Appreciate you, Kobe. That's Kobe Cowboys, man. I got from the 951. You're live.
Hello?
It was good with you, man. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, Hey, what's up, Law? How's it going?
All is well. Can't complain.
Cool. Yeah, so I decided to call in because this whole Max Crosby trade, like this rumor talk or whatever.
Right.
This is my thing, right? We all have our opinion, right? We're all Cowboy fans, but I heard a caller say that Max Crosby wasn't a superstar, bona fide player. In my opinion, I consider Max Crosby up there with like Myles Garrett, DeBosa, Watt and them. Go get them now, right? Yeah. We gonna sit here and wait. Well, I mean, hey, knock on some wood. Dak is playing out of his mind. Our offense is playing out of his mind. We gonna really try to go to the draft.
Yeah.
Wait till 26. Wait till 27. Say we get a top 5, top 10 player. Now we gotta wait for that player to adjust and to get better. How like, to me, in my opinion, the draft is 50-50. You might, I mean, I wouldn't even say 50-50. You might hit, you might not hit. We got the resources, right, in terms of these picks. Go get them.
Right.
And I get it. I wouldn't say the first thing is, hey, we'll give you 2 first rounders, or we'll give you a first round. Negotiate, offer a third, whatever. But don't be afraid to use a first. Don't be afraid to use 2 firsts. We gotta do something now. That last win we did good, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta make the playoffs. We have to do something now. I mean, sitting and waiting for Eberflus to adjust or for Shoddy to adjust, and that's not gonna work. I'm a Cowboy fan, diehard, just like everybody else, but not wanting to use these first and let's just sit on these draft picks for what? We're gonna go to the draft and might get a player, and then now we gotta wait for them to improve. That's just my whole thought on this. A lot of people are scared not to. Oh, let's not touch it first. Oh, let's not touch it first. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Rip the Band-Aid off. Here's the craziest thing. Let's be real. The teams that win championships, whether it's on the basketball side or football side, they all been damn super teams. If you really think about it, like we marvel at what the Bulls were able to do. That's a super team. It was Jordan, Pippen, cool coach at one point. It's not like we said they had a team of Luke Longleys, right? They went and got a Dennis Rodman. They went and got weapons. If you think about the Cowboys, Charles Haley, they won because they went and made that move, right? Emmett, of course, he was homegrown, but they did it by having superb coaching and being able to get those draft picks and combining those things together. But they still had to make acquisitions, right? And even when they had to scoop up and get Dion, right? And if you look at what the Eagles did last season, getting a Saquon Barkley, if you want to fast forward to the future. And if you want to look back at what even the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to do when they had ultimately went and got a Tom Brady. It wasn't like it was just Tom Brady. They went and got Gronk. They went and got the guy that slept with Tom Brady lady. And they did all of those things because they wanted to win. So in order to win, you got to create you a somewhat shape, form, or fashion a super team. And people fail to realize that, fam.
I agree. And the ones who really are like iffy about Max, you made a good point. How you gonna feel if Max went to Philadelphia?
Facts.
How you gonna feel if Max went to Washington?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then just to touch on the Bulls, man, I'm a Bulls fan, man. I don't think necessarily Jordan and them had a super team, because I mean, you know, Rodman came to the Bulls at 35, 36 years old. You know, they drafted Pittman as a rookie. They developed. But I get your example. I get your analogy. The Eagles did it. You know, Washington did it last year. In terms of adding, you know, get greedy, like you said. Get greedy. Get greedy, man.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. But
you know
it's the dynamic superstars. It's the stars that are lining. Only team that I can take away from that is probably, since we talking basketball, is the year that Dirk Nowitzki won it. You know, it was just Dirk and, you know, some older guy like Kidd and all of them boys. But
the older head.
the older head. Yeah. That's only happening every now and then, every 15 to 20 years. You know.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'll be out there November 4th, man. Hey, unfortunately, I live out here in California, but I'll be out in Dallas, Texas, man, because me and my family, we about to go to Monday Night Football, man, and we about to watch the Cowboys and the Cardinals, man. First football game, you know, ever, you know.
Oh, wow.
And I told myself it's got to be inside AT&T, man. So, hey, my wife, we all Cowboy fans, my daughter, my son, and so, you know, we're going to be really, really excited to be out there for Monday Night Football, man. So
no doubt, man. I can't wait to see you, man. Come on out, man, and have a jolly good time, man, and let people hear you say it then, fam.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Hey, how about them Cowboys, man? Hey, let's go get a win this weekend.
Let's go get it, man. Yes, indeed. Somebody said, OKC, who didn't have a super team. The Bucks, man, come on, man, you know. Well, sometimes you do get lucky by drafting guys that can perform.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So, but that's, like I said, once every 15 to maybe 20 years. But them super teams, man, you give us, regardless of who we pick up, if it's Bradley Chubb, Bradley or Nye, you know, whoever we go get, is going to be the highest viewed video that day or that week. we can trade for a guy that we can't even say his name, and all of a sudden we had got a guy last year named Muhammad Ali or something like that, and he was the highest viewed video that I had that week, you know. And I saw Tyrese Wheat the other day. I saw Tyrese Wheat make a sack, and I said, watch, they're going to bring up former Cowboy. And Tyrese Wheat, well, he made that sack, and everybody was like, yeah. But we are trending upwards. And Sanjay, if he's somewhere in the chat, Sanjay said Tyrese Wheat was better than Sam Williams, by the way. Or was it better? He was better than one of those boys. Tyrese Wheat. He wanted Tyrese Wheat to stay here. Sanjay, where you at, man, when I need you, dog? Where you at? I know you watching. But neither here nor there. That was the last caller. All of the callers were good today. All of them. I love bouncing off our ideals and stuff like that. Regardless, we just need to improve this defense. I don't want us to pencil in to look at only one player or one, as my PR would say, person. You know, we don't need to be looking at one person. We need to be looking at a multitudes of guys to see whether or not, if we bring in this guy, what we can do to alleviate that situation, because we going up against some high caliber of offenses down the stretch. And like I said, by the time we face off versus the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be a shootout time. They're gonna pay the money so the refs can be on their side. They're getting Rashid Rice. They're gonna have gravy over there. They're gonna have everything. Yeah, that's just how it works for us. You know, we didn't catch the Chiefs week 1 or week 2, week 3, week 4 when they were still trying to figure out things. They're gonna be hot and ready. Pause if necessary. Come Thanksgiving time. So teams put on their best uniforms and cliques and everything. They call Mama, Pookie, and Ray Ray and say, hey, we on TV. I'm going to show up. I'm going to catch that INT for your granddaddy, grandma, and all of this stuff. So we got to be on our P's and Q's whenever we play. Yeah. Crosby better get right before he come to Dallas. You're right. Let me see if anybody, did I leave out anyone super chat or to that degree comment there. We'll be doing shots out at the end. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank all of the sponsors for today's show. I think we rocked it today. I thank all of you guys. We will be live a little later on tonight with the Cowboys Collective, collectively speaking. We're going to be having our best shows possible. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. And I get it. A lot of people giving us praises. A lot of people want to divvy around and say, hey, the Cowboys, boy, we doing great.
Dak is on fire.
Yeah,
11 total touchdowns, no picks last 3 starts. But he can't play linebacker. There's never been a defense this bad. But I said, when they traded Micah, you're going to lose this trade for a year. But the Cowboys have 2 first-round picks. It is a draft that is rich at corner and edge rusher. And they're going to use all their picks in the first several rounds to draft a defense. They don't need a quarterback. Dak is healthy and playing great. The George Pickens move, 1-year deal. I'm not so sure now. Dak's maturity has really tempered George Pickens' kind of high maintenance. You can pay 2 receivers. I watched Dallas's offense. They look reasonably well coached. Dak's on fire. Dak is on.
And that brother eating all type of crow because he said that he don't see the guy that's wearing his hat backwards doing anything. And I just want to give a special shout out to Donovan Ezaraku, the edge rusher that we do have, right? The edge rusher that, according to all of the scouts and everything that we was looking at during the draft era this year, he was right behind Abdul Carter. Some argue that his stats and everything, if you add them, that he was better than Abdul Carter, and we got him in the second. Now, I still wanted Will Johnson. I still wanted the DB or what have you. Shout out to those boys. But by him, if he can be this guy to continue to excel in the way he's doing, yeah. Cowboys, let me read this out. The Cowboys, Donovan Ezaraku amongst rookies, like his contemporaries, right? Defensive edge, a minimum of 20% through the week 7 per Football Focus. 67.4, that put him at third. 10 defensive stops, that put him at 1. 70.8 defensive grade, that put him at first. 14 pressures, that having him tied for second. 13 tackles, first out of all of the edge rushers. He's getting better each week. We are seeing it with our natural eyes. He's a well-spoken kid. He's a guy that you can trust out there on the field. You can trust him at night and not doing anything crazy. Let me knock on some wood because we've seen some crazy things in Cowboys world. But I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in as we depart. Cowboy Nation, whether it is a rumor or whether it is 1,000% actual and factual. Shout out to my guy, Actual Factual. I want to win. Vinny, we need to win. T.A. Cowboy, Russell, we need to win. Regulators, we need to win. I do not like to lose. Ain't this right, Lisa? Appreciate you. James Simmons, hit up your cousin Jeffrey and tell him get ready. Don't trip. And if we need to have some crazed Cowboy fans to break into the facility of the Raiders and pick up any phone to call the Jerry Joneses and just hang up because their whole mindset is whoever called first lose the leverage. Well, let me break up in there in Raiders land. Somebody, anybody, call Jerry from the Raiders hotline. Let them know we want Crosby. If not, somebody break into the Miami Dolphins facility. Call from the Miami Dolphins facility and call Jerry and say, hey, we want Chubb to come to Dallas. Somebody break into Tennessee. Pick up the phone and say, hey, Dallas, what are you guys willing to give us for Jeffrey? Somehow, we need to figure that out. Ain't it right? TA said, give Frenkel on them. Yeah. Personal injury lawyers. The extortion Eric Oldhead Young Bull, I know you ain't in here because I haven't seen y'all talking about him. Y'all didn't block him, didn't you? I had to go through that list. But neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen, as we depart, I love y'all to the stars and back. Even though we bounced around ideas and maybe this would not work for us, but regardless, if we stand still, nothing grows in stagnant situations. We got to keep moving. We got to keep going. It don't say, yea, do I stop in the down in the shadows of the valleys of the death. Yea, do I go through. So you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You can't be satisfied with what we got right now. We're in second place. We're still looking up. So let's get things moving. Jerry says he blocked all numbers. Well, Jerry, unblock them. We need for you to get busy. You and your son, John Stephen Jones. Star status, appreciate y'all. Superstar status, appreciate y'all. That's all we can do is ask for something. I would never forget that there was a storyline that I read many of moons ago. And the young lady was asking a question to the Creator's son. And he said, I didn't come for you. I came for my people. And the lady raised this one little question. She said, even the dogs can get the crumbs from the master's table. Meaning that you may be for one person, but I need for you to be for another. Eric, old head, young bull, I see you, fam. Now I need $15 more, man. $15 more. Come on with it. Extortion is a real thing. Give me some of them crumbs from the table. Sometimes you got to reveal your intentions. Sometimes you got to show that you're hungry enough to even get the crumbs from the table. Even if though you may think it is one way, it can be another. And that's right. So I'm looking for anything and everything that can hit that floor that can benefit the kingdom of the Cowboys. The kingdom should be fulfilled if we are hungry enough. I got a PhD over here. Law, what is that PhD? Poor, hungry, and determined to make something happen. And just write actual, factual. So if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you would gladly go out there and sweat forward, fret forward, plan forward, and lose all terror of your mind. There you go, old head.
Stewart, $19.99.
If dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, the extortion is what we can get from Eric, old head, young bull. And if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Tell them run it up.
Tell them run it up, baby.
I wake up.
YouTube take 30, I take 50. Here's from Jerry in Oxnard, California. Yeah, live.
No drip this.
Tell them run it up. Yeah.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell them run it up. I wake up.
Oh my God. I got something special for Eric, man. Oh.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
We got something special for him.
Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
Hush it.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Come on with it. Saw that lightning hit that.
I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby. Law Nation, let's get it.
Wake up,
Vinny.
thumb down now. Check. No drip this.
Tell him run it up. Come on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up.
Come on.
I wake up, flex. Thumb down now. Check.
Hey, after them Giants take care of the Eagles this week.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
hush your mouth here.
Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to
Colorado, baby.
Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Oh no, where they play at Denver? Yeah, Denver, my bad.
One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions.
The Denver Broncos. What do the Denver Broncos play at, man? You know, Denver, Colorado, right? You know what I'm saying? What's the name of the airport? Yeah. And now it's time to roll those Come on with it, baby. They do play absolutely in Denver, so they're not doing the Arlington thing like we doing. Come on, but don't let me take that plane out to there.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on.
And it's time
Now, come on.
to slow it down. The Mile High Stadium. Shout out to all of the new members. Son of John, appreciate you. Unlucky, appreciate you. Trill, 1758 game, appreciate you, my guy. Also, Son of John again, Sidney Jones, Darnell Ladd, Posey, Jeremy, thank you. JD from DC, J Rod 2422, Below the Heavens, last and least, Eric, Old Head, Young, Bull, Milking of the Bulls.
Don't let the street lights lead you all alone.
Come on, baby.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
All right, baby.
Don't let the street lights
Well, come on now, dog.
Could I be
Come on, man.
play it too? I'll follow
Wherever you go,
whatever you do.
superstar status. James Simmons, the cousin of Jeffrey.
Perfect love. 7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one.
My turn. Told me it was my turn.
You was one love. 7 wonders all in one.
The longest outro in the land.
Don't let the street lights lead you all alone.
Evil world we live in.
You know it's dangerous.
It's an evil world we live in.
Take the money out.
Don't let the street lights hit you.
I'll be I follow. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Mr. Cowboy Nation, I see you. Regulators! I see y'all in the chat.
Then barely doesn't feel that far.
Jesus, this is your
So
humble
far,
servant, Lord. It's
so
clear that
far.
a miscommunication,
If a paper
Jesus.
crane can fly,
Just saying his burden is a little
Why
bit
you
doesn't
not
feel
gonna
the
say
same,
it?
Lord. I'm just saying, Jesus,
So
my cup
far,
runneth over, Lord, is what I'm saying. Thing is, I ain't even thirsty, Jesus. Not a little bit. You can take this whole cup, the picture, and all of it.
fly on.
I cannot believe it. Oh. Greetings, Your Highness.
Ghostface Gaming.
Ain't nobody calling me.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Are you still involved?
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
Close them doors.
Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna be together. There's 1,000 of you tonight.
I, Roberta McCoy,
those that are
giving
watching,
faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participate.
Now that's only $1,200. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
That boy said 1,000 plus 1,000.
I want the baskets up here. I want to
Come
see
on
the
with
folk.
it.
Y'all start moving.
I'm
Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand
plus
on
1,000.
Take your phone and stick it on the.
That boy said 2,000 coins, man. You gotta. That ain't enough.
Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
Knock the rings out of
Giving
it.
is worship.
I'm still in boys.
Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team, though. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in.
When you lay your head on that pillow, we should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all getting it.
Everything will be all
That's it.
right on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you if you win or lose.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000.
Come on with it, baby.
Plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participate.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Yeah, so hey,
Y'all
Stuart.
not listening to what I'm saying.
Hey, Eric. That was only $1,200.
1,000 plus 1,000.
You got to give me 1,000
Well, I'm gonna work
plus.
on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Ain't what I'm asking y'all to do now. Let's go, baby.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving.
Shout out to Roberta.
Wasting my time now. Come on. Come on.
Until next time, DC for life. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. But we got one more person to offend.
Let's go, birds.
We coming for that spot. Watch how that lightning come up out of there. Hush your mouth now. Hush your mouth. We coming for y'all now. Watch how that lightning hit him. Wait a minute. I will do it one more time. Now watch how that lightning hit him. Yeah. It gonna hit him right on his chest. Gonna turn him blue. 5, 4, 3, boom. Let me get on up out of here, man. For Peter, get at me. DC for life, not for short. Peace. We about. Until next time.